Hi Ian, hi Katherine, it's Nick again from Vivian Clare. I just wondered if you could give me a call back as soon as you get this message, please. Thank you. Hi Ian, hi Katherine, it's Nick from Vivian Clare. Sorry I've missed you. I just need to discuss some things with you. I'll try and call you back later.
What?
Thank you.
Vivian Clare.
Nick from Vivian Claw. Someone pretending to be Nick.
Oh,
Well,
right.
unfortunately, they didn't read properly.
Okay. We're a streamer, by the way.
Right, that's working. I could do with the charger.
I don't know where it is, mate. It's in there.
Yeah.
Is it in there, love? If it's not, it might be up in my bedroom.
I've got it.
All right, love.
As if Nick would ever introduce himself as Nick
Nick from Vivian Clare.
As if he would ever say that.
My thing still doesn't work.
Oh!
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just trying to avoid going over my toes.
Oh, see, look, that Twitch is working, but this still isn't working. It means I need to reset all this tomorrow.
Could you stick that in there? Is there room? No.
I don't know which one the printer is. Can you
Oh, I can
do
put it in that
over
one.
there? Do it over there. You can bring it here.
Yeah.
Means I'm gonna have to reset the stream back tomorrow, which is a pain. We'll do that.
Wicked and I'm lazy. Oh, hello. Hello, Rockbox.
Namaste. You alright, Cats? You staying in here tonight? What's the plan?
Yes, it's too windy. It's stormy earlier on, wasn't it?
Sunny weather.
Don't know why.
I love you, my darling. Toppa hej, hos er.
cat.
I'm going to have a cream soda, do you want?
Oh, yes, please.
Live. The chair giveaway is going to be next Thursday. Let's put that in the diary. Actually, there's the diary there. The chair giveaway is next Thursday. We need to come up with what they would call in the olden days a mechanic. It still doesn't work. I'm going to have to completely reprogram that as a pain in the arse. We might have changed. So next Thursday, we're in September, aren't we?
Yeah, next weekend is next Saturday's the 5th, so when is the 1st?
Tuesday.
Oof.
Chair giveaway. You want to go in there, George? Go in there, but then that's it. Can you...
I'm very strict.
Come on. Go. Go, go, go. What I want to do is I want to add a shot. I want to second camera. Go for you. The audio piece for that. The audio is new. Oh yeah, new mixer. Hello. So we need for that. You can come all the way up here. So that's the main shot, and that will go into there. Let me. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We're going to start a minute late because I want to Google. Now you can hear us. Let's move Zardos here.
Zardos.
I've just bought a Rode pod mic. It seems the gain has to be pushed to the max. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm using a Procaster. So, and as you know, this stream is haunted with technical issues. So, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, but it was wasted. It was a waste of £1. It's Friday, we made it to Friday. My stream deck doesn't work, but I've got a second camera.
Wow.
It's Friday, I will be taking off the tape off my foot and showing on my second camera. My foot looks quite manky, I took it off today. It looks much worse than it did last week. I put the tape on to try to get rid of verrucas, but I think it's made my foot worse.
Well, maybe it has to get worse before it gets better.
There she is.
I can't see because of this fringe. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow.
The darkest hour is just before dawn. Wearing my Black Mario merch came and it stinks of vinegar. Why do new t-shirts? Yeah, why do new t-shirts stink of vinegar?
Well, I think it's to do with the application of the transfer.
Okay. Someone screenshot this and send it to him and say, look, Ian's cool. Okay. Later on tonight, Katherine is going to. I'll be joining in a bit, but it's. I will be enjoying the show. I'm tempted to go and watch it upstairs.
No,
but I won't.
No.
But I will. Katherine will be. We'll find an episode of
Changing Rooms.
Changing Rooms,
And it will be thoroughly gone over by me.
This is. Look, we've got hardly any viewers, and I wonder if it's because I called this Changing Rooms with Catherine Boyle and Ian Lee. Let me change it.
What?
Well, maybe it's not a great title. So let's, because people come. What? It's not Changing Rooms.
No.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what. One day, why don't you come in and do the setup?
Hey, don't need to get sniffy with me.
Well, you're being.
Just because you did something wrong.
Did do something wrong. Listen, just because you had a falling out with your family today, don't get sniffy with the boys and girls.
I didn't have a falling out with them.
That's how you told me.
No, it's just the usual zingers.
Phone in now, Sky.
Okay.
TLNA. We're in audience, everyone. We're in just chatting. We've got search tags. We're good. We're good to go. We're rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann. Shut up. We got a phone call. Let's take it.
Well, thank goodness for that. Yes. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes?
Hi, Ian. How's it going?
I'm going to cut you off in about 5 seconds.
Oh, my bad. Is it bad quality?
No, it's well, in terms of what you're saying, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, love the show. First-time caller. Listening ever since your first show on Twitch.
In that case.
Yep, just have a good night. And,
oh, now I feel bad.
I'm loving wearing the mask, too.
Now I'm feeling bad that I belittled you.
It did start out like a
You sounded
an
like
obvious
a prank.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. First-time caller.
Okay,
And,
well then let's start again. What's your name?
My name is Mason. I live in the UK. I watch Random British Dude because of your first raid.
There we go. He's a great guy. He's a great Mason. I would
Yeah,
like to
love him.
extend. Listen, we are living in very strange times, okay? And so I would like to humbly apologise for my overly defensive attitude towards you. Although you didn't say hello to Katherine.
It's fine.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Catherine. You know what?
Whatever.
As soon as I called, I thought I'd say hi to Catherine first, and then I got really shy and social.
I tell you what I'm going to do,
Catherine.
Mason, stay there, right? I'm going to cut you off, and then I'm going to ring you back. I'm going to ring you straight back, and we're going to take
okay.
this from the top. This call never happened, okay?
All right.
All right,
Let's
goodbye.
go.
Here we go. That was okay. So that call never happened. Oh, we missed a call here. Let me just hang on. Sorry. Before we do anything else, let me just give this. That might have been the wrong thing. Before we. Oh, yeah. Let me just give this a call because we missed a call. Before we go any further.
Hi guys. Hi Catherine.
Hey, Mason, isn't it?
Yes, it's Mason. How do you know?
Recognised your
remember
voice
that.
from your first call, which went so well.
The first call didn't
I can't
happen.
even remember.
Exactly.
I don't
This is
even
the
remember
first time we've
happening.
ever spoken. This is wonderful, Mason. How lovely to speak
How do you
to
know his name then?
Because
Oh,
you
it's
said
good to
it.
Speak to you too.
Mason,
I
what are you
really
doing?
did nothing.
Why are you out and about on a windy Friday night?
I don't know. I have nothing to do. I either sit home all day and do nothing, or go out all day and do nothing.
Could you go out all day? Oh, could you go out half the day and sit at home half the day?
Yeah, I mean that sounds good. I didn't think of that, man.
It's a little compromise. That's what we're here for, Mason. We're here to help with life's little
Yeah.
issues.
I've already learned something, man. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't know. I just randomly called. Honestly, I didn't think you were going to answer.
Have you been Have you been to the cinema yet?
Oh, I have not. I just walked past it actually.
Okay.
No.
When
I haven't
was it
been.
last? When was the last time you went?
Oh, 6 months ago.
Yeah, I went for the first time today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was it?
I saw Tenet. No spoilers from me, right? I didn't
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
it. I don't think you're meant to enjoy it.
You didn't enjoy it, but you didn't hate it either.
Oh no, I liked it, and I got it, but I couldn't follow it, and I don't think you're meant to enjoy it.
Right.
But I liked
Yeah.
it a lot.
Oh right, great. I want to watch it. What was it? Is something to do with Inception or not?
I mean, it could be argued it's in the same universe, but it has no connection. That is not in any way. I hadn't thought of that until you said. I mean, obviously it's Christopher Nolan wrote and directed it, but it could be. I would argue it could be in the same universe.
Tobias Gribbin in the chat says, I've seen it twice now. It makes a lot more sense the second time.
We've got to be careful though, because we're getting very close to spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well,
But,
the first film I want to watch is you know, I've forgotten what the first one I want to watch is.
Oh, that's disappointing.
There's a new film coming out.
Can't wait for that. Batman.
James Bond.
Oh,
James Bond.
And Batman. James Bond I thought of a few months ago when, you know, the whole, you know.
Well,
and
they
then
postponed
Batman
it, didn't
trailer was
they?
released last week, wasn't it?
I've
Batman
not
trailer
seen.
just-
I've not seen the Batman trailer. I saw the Bond trailer today. I also saw a new Wonder Woman 84 trailer today. Hot potatoes! It looks like a great film. It does look like a great film because I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman, although I thought it was too long. But it has to be said, she is the sexiest woman dressing up in gold Wonder Woman outfit I've ever seen. She's the only woman I've seen. Yeah, she's you know, and it's great because it's female superhero and female supervillain. Alrighty.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I'm
very
looking
good,
forward to
very
that one, and I also want to see Black Widow when it happens.
There's a trailer for Black Widow. That
Gonna be
looks
awesome.
Yeah. All right.
good. And that was
good movie
it.
discussion.
Well, thank you, Mason. Listen, get home safely.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. I'm 5 minutes away, man.
All right, take care.
We
man.
look forward to your second call.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Do it
Thanks,
again.
Catherine.
Thank you, Mason.
Thank you very
Bye bye. Yeah, I went to the pictures today. I had a haircut today. I thought they've done a really good job.
They have.
Let's get it up. Hang on, let's get it up. Let's just see. Let's see.
It looks like you've had it like coloured
I haven't.
to make the most of the shape. It's just
haven't
perfect.
had any colour. Haven't done anything to this.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
How does his head? I can never do the mirror image thing. He's looking up. Is he looking up that way?
He's looking up underneath his brows.
He's looking up that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Dead ringer. It's uncanny.
I've got a dead ringer actually, but that's by the by. No, I went in, and it's and this is perfect. It's a number 6 at the sides. I didn't know you could get a number 6. And I said, I want to slick it back. And he said, well, if you slick it back, you can't really have that much off. And I went, oh, okay, do what you want. I had a face mask. Turkish boys. I went to the Turkish boys. Well, I went to the Turkish boys because I knew that the hairdressers I normally go to had made a brouhaha on Facebook about how they weren't going to be wearing PPE. Oh. They'd made a decision on Facebook.
What, out of principle?
Yeah. Yeah. And so I thought, well, I'll go to the Turkish boys, give them a try, because I want a slightly different haircut. I'll go to the Turkish boys. They didn't flame my ears, no. They did give me a face mask. They did trim my nasal hair. If you want to have a little look at that, I'm more than happy.
Use the
yeah.
Nos cam.
Thank you. Here we go.
Clean as a whistle.
Do you want to blow it?
No. Okay, I think we've seen enough of that now.
Oh, there's still some strays.
They might have grown in between times.
So I knew that they weren't going to be wearing. By the way, I've had Zardoz painted up here now. This is an actual painting here. So we got rid of the picture and it's just a painting. So I knew that my normal hairdressers weren't going to be using PPE because they've made a brouhaha about it. So I went to the Turkish boys and I looked through the window and the PPE, this guy getting his head done, a guy had a PPE on. So I went in and I sat down and the lad said, you can sit here now. I said, do I keep the mask on? I said, I can't keep the mask on, can I? He said, it's up to you. I said, I'll take it off. So lad with a mask put like a throwaway, what do you call it? A body glove. What do you call it?
Gown.
Apron, gown. Then a fella with PPE came over. What are we doing today, sir? I said, well, I want to keep it slicked back a bit. I'm liking having a bit of length. I don't want it too short. And I just want to trim here and keep a little bit of length there. He went, okay, right. So should we do a number 6 at the side? I said, sure, give it a go. So he got his clippers. And then he went, before he switched his clippers on, he got his PPE and he went, what? He pulled it up. This was the barber.
But why though? Why?
I don't know.
Surely
I don't know.
It's his protection too, not only from the COVIDs, but also from the stray whiskers.
Why would it be a cheap deal in a Turkish hairdresser's? It was really expensive. It was 35 quid because I had a face mask and stuff.
But you know what? They've done a lovely job. I was looking at your beard earlier on. And it's
My
like
bird?
Your beard
can sing.
Your beard, and it's like a proper. I mean,
They've sculpted. I don't like it too sculpted.
I think
yeah.
it's a lovely job.
It was nice. He did a cutthroat razor. Yeah. Why would it be cheaper with the Turkish boys? But it had the whole thing off. And then at one point there was the boy who'd been wearing the mask. I had this face mask on, which smelled lovely. And then as it hardened, it smelled like off cheese.
Oy.
And I had to. And the guy, I really struggle to hear people with masks on. I love it because I can't hear it. I'm like, huh? And so this guy, the kid with the mask, he said, "What's the thing?" I went, yep. Would you do the thing? What's the thing? I went, yep, sure. Would you put your face forward so I can wash?
In the sink.
In the sink, and he's washing me like this with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Washing it. I think it was partly because of the face mask. I don't know how much the face mask was. I was surprised at 35 quid, if I'm honest.
But they've done you a facial. They've given you a beard trim.
Yeah.
They've done your nostrils, and they've given you I'm going to say it, a beautiful haircut.
Yeah, it's the best haircut I've had for a long time. It's the
I think
haircut
that's
I
worth
wanted.
35 quid.
Okay.
Also, they're trying to stay open.
Yeah, I gave him a tip of a fiver as well, so it's 40 quid all in all. It's London prices. But I had the PPE thing, and I'm thinking, do I ask him to pull it down? And I could have done.
Yeah.
And I think he would have done. But I thought,
What, it seemed churlish?
I think I need to, and you are starting to.
Yeah.
I certainly need to loosen my grip on my COVID fear. Not completely surrender, not be stupid. Still washing my hands. When I came out of there, hand gel. When I got a coffee, from the place over the road where they serve you through the window when I sat in the car. A little bit of hand gel. Boom.
Yeah.
The mask was on when I was going to get the coffee and stuff. But I thought, today I thought, I'm just going to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I went to the cinema to see Tenet. No spoilers. No spoilers. I didn't enjoy it, but that's not in any way a criticism. I don't think you're meant to enjoy it. I liked it a lot.
Would you say it's more of a brain teaser?
It's a very complicated film, and about 40 minutes into it, I thought, I haven't got a clue what's going on. But then I thought, but actually, quite often I've been complaining about films being really dumb. This is obviously not a dumb film. Stick with it. Do not give up. And it was a good film. It was a good film. There was stuff. This isn't a spoiler. I just didn't know. It's kind of timey-wimey based.
Right.
There's a bit of timey-wimey stuff, and I didn't know it was timey-wimey at all. As you know, timey-wimey is my favourite genre. You apparently need to watch Tenet twice. Yeah, and I will. But yeah, there was a moment in it, about an hour into it, I went, okay. And I explained, because you're never going to see it. So I explained
Now
to you.
you're saying that, I might do it just to defy.
Well, now I've... Ian, how did you feel about Inception? A big
enjoyed
criticism
that.
of Inception is it spends the first 40 minutes explaining the rules of what's happening. Did you feel Tenet was the same? No, Tenet... There's very little explanation with Tenet. Very little explanation. And that's what's great. You've got to work it out yourself. And yes, I get why you'd need to see it a second time. And actually, I picked up really early on, I wonder if these tiny little things that I'm noticing, I wonder if they're in any way significant and basically telling me how the film is going to end. It's not quite like that. But, so I didn't enjoy it, but I really liked it. But here's the thing. So it's in the cinema, and for the adverts, I was in the cinema on my own. By the time the film started, there were about 20 people in there, really well spaced out. You're supposed to, what was great, it was an Odeon. As I got there, there's a guy on the door, masked up. Is it the first time back? I said, yes, it is. Okay, well, if you don't mind, I'd like to explain the rules to you.
By the way, beautiful way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
First time back.
Yeah.
Like, welcome back.
It was great. And he said, we'd like it if you keep your mask on during the film unless you're eating. You can't come out of the film to get refreshments, but you can come out to go to the toilet. And once the film is finished, if you could stay in your seat, and a member of the staff will come and take you out row by row. I went, brilliant.
Perfect.
Thank you. I went and got a hot dog, and I had some munchies, the actual sweeties, and I had a bottle of water. Went and had a lovely slash. And then I went and sat in there.
Living the dream, man.
Sat in there, and as... Before the adverts even started, actually... Well, you know there's that thing in the Odeon. Well, you sat down and it's time for the adverts now. But it's not. What he says later on is, well, it's time for the trailers now. And all of these ones are chosen especially for this film, actually. But it was that. But
And who was it?
Oh, no, that's the voice. That's a video that you get in all Odeon cinemas.
Oh, do you?
My boys love quoting it. But before that, it says, OK, we're about to start the adverts now. Please switch off your phone. You don't want to disturb anybody. It's one of those.
Yeah.
I started crying.
Yeah, because it's a suggestion that things are back to normal.
I started crying. Do I sound like C-3PO? Because if I don't, Feisty Well's getting timed out. Oh, when I was doing that voice, Feisty Well, you're back. You're back in the room.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry, master. I'm a gay robot. C-3PO's gay, right? And I've not got a problem with well, actually, I do disapprove of gay robots. I think I do actually think that is a problem in the programming. Let's not even go into that.
He was certainly camp.
I started crying, and then the advert started, and I was in tears. I was in tears for loads of reasons, right? Loads of reasons. One, just thinking, Jesus, I haven't been in a cinema since February. And I used to go to the cinema a bit with the kids. We'd go and see a film sometimes if we had time before work. And I just thought, God, I'm back. I've got this freedom back. And then I started... Part of my reason for going today was a fact-finding mission. And I said to the kids, look, if I think it's safe...
Yeah.
next time you're over, we'll go to the cinema. But if I don't think it's safe, I'm going to walk out. And so I was thinking, I can bring the boys to the cinema. And then I'm sobbing, right? The adverts start and I'm sobbing. And I'm thinking, what have we done to this world? What have we done to this world, right? And it's human beings that have done it. Somehow, what have we done to this world that me being allowed to sit in a cinema wearing a mask is a bonus, is a good thing. And I started worrying about my kids, thinking, Christ, we've effed this world up for my kids. Jesus. And then the adverts...
This is before they put the certificate up and everything.
Yeah. Then the adverts started, right? And I got so upset because I could see the cynicism in the adverts. I could see it, right? Because I've not really watched TV. We'll play some adverts in a minute. Not really watched much TV, so I've not really seen adverts. And it was like in the movie They Live, where Roddy Piper is like, everything's normal. Then he puts on these glasses and he can see that behind all the billboards it says, buy, consume,
right,
obey. Mm-hmm. And it was like I was wearing those glasses and I could see these adverts and it was buy, consume, obey. Because they're all, hang on a minute. Let's, I won't do any music because we'll get in trouble, but they're all, we've had a tough time of it recently. It's been hard, hasn't it? Not being able to see Nana, not being able to hug your friends, not being able to go to work. But we'll get through it. Buy some beer. That was it. It was all, there were so many adverts for booze. And I thought, well, that's sad because that's telling. There were so many of these adverts that are about, it's been tough, but we're getting back to normal. And we can help you. We're the Abbey National. It was all that crap.
Yeah.
Coke had an advert and they really went to town on it. And I gave them a pass because Coke have always gone to town on
They've always gone
adverts.
for the heartstrings, haven't they?
I'd like to teach the world to sing, right, was obviously the one. So they've been doing this for 55, 60 years. But they had this rapper, I think he's called George the Poet. But he was a poet, not a rapper, excuse me. George the Poet. And he's doing one of these, as human beings, we're used to being together. We're meant to be as one, huddling, touching, holding. But now we are separate. But still, we'll make it. Coke. It was doing that. So I was in tears at being back in the cinema. Turns out I am like Tom Cruise in more ways than one. The one that we're talking about tonight is that I love movies. Yeah. It just hit me how shit the last 6 months have been and how we've probably got another couple of years of this. I broke my heart thinking about my poor baby boys. And then just the cynicism in the adverts I found awful. Speaking of cynicism in adverts, have a look at these and let me know what you think. There we go. Honestly, it was really emotional. And the film gave me a headache, got a really bad headache now, gave me a headache, but yeah, it was. I mean, it's a great film. Like I said, I don't think I enjoyed it, but I don't think I meant to enjoy it. It's great. He's a clever guy, Nolan.
Yeah.
Stephen Nolan. It's Stephen Nolan. I mean, Stephen Nolan making a movie.
He's my favourite of the Nolans.
Yeah.
Although I do like Bernie. I had a moment in Tesco's the other day because it was the first time I'd been back in and I had racked my brains as to how I could avoid going, to be honest. But I needed to get some stuff for my dad's birthday and I hadn't got it in the kind of big shop that we got delivered. I thought, right, I'm going to have to do this. And I had a day without the children because they'd gone out. And I thought, okay, well, this is the prime time to go and, get back on the old supermarket horse. I went in and do you know what? I'm glad I did because it wasn't as bad as I thought. There's no more queuing up outside. I don't know if you might have already done this, but I haven't been shopping for about 3 months.
You were very, very nervous about it.
Yeah, because one of the times I actually went during the sort of, peak time of it or the start of it when it was very strange and very new, I kind of had a little bit of a panic attack, didn't I, before I went in. And so just because I was, frightened. I was just frightened. So I managed to avoid it for the past sort of 3 months or so. And I went in yesterday. I had my mask on and everything. And I had my antiviral spray in my bag just in case. And, I was really careful. But I had a little moment seeing that everything was normal. And I thought, I've increasingly felt like that Japanese soldier. Like I've been staying in and I've been worrying and everyone else is cracking on with it, it turns out. And there was no one queuing up outside. It wasn't the kind of one in, one out policy that there was before. Everyone was wearing masks, which I thought was brilliant. And the shelves were full. I could buy flour.
You got excited because you had...
I had a bit of a moment because not only could I buy flour, I had a choice of whether I wanted plain or self-raising. I'd kind of tried to get in my head, what would I do if I could only get this, and what if there isn't any, and I'll try the other shop. And it was all there. And I just had that moment of almost like sort of coming out of the bunker and realising that life has been going on and no one told you. Of course, it isn't the same, and it won't be the same for a long time, like you said, but it kind of made me realise what I already had come to the conclusion that, because I saw how my youngest was the other day, that I'm maybe holding on too tight.
Yeah, and Jonathan in the chat is going, it's going too far the other way. I would agree. People are being bullied to go back to work. And I think it is going too far the other way. And we can't control that, but we can control how we respond to it. And I now think going to all of this is a risk still. Going to the supermarket, going to the cinema is a risk. But it's a calculated risk.
Yeah.
Would I want to get on a crowded bus? No, I wouldn't want to do that. Would I want to work in an office every day? No, I wouldn't want to do that. But luckily, I'm not in a position where I have to do that. Neither of us are. But the calculated risk of going to a cinema, okay, I'm all right. I'm all right with that. And someone mentioned, yes, the one criticism of this film is he has like the noise too loud in the back, and the voices are very...
Right, mumbling.
Well, it's not even mumbling. There's one scene where they're on a boat and they're shouting, but the noise in the back is so loud, you can't even hear the shouting.
What is going on with that? Because people are always complaining, aren't they, about, when the BBC does something, they'll say it was mumbling and the lights were too dim. And do they think, has our hearing changed?
No.
Has the system changed?
This is a Nolan thing. This is a Stephen Nolan thing. If you listen to his phone-in show, you can't hear him.
It's a lot of mumbling.
Very well. Let's put them up on the copies of The Unexplained. There we go. This is a Nolan thing, is doing that. So, but a film, a giant blockbuster where you got to really concentrate. Someone said, yeah, but it's 2.5 hours long. Did it drag? What the fudge is wrong with you?
What are you you got something better to do at the moment?
You can't watch a film for 2.5 hours. I'm sorry, MTV generation. That's what they used to call it, didn't they?
Yeah.
I remember when The Crow came out, starring Brandon Lee, and the review was, the scenes are very short. This film is made for the MTV generation because pop videos were cut. But now,
it's the YouTube generation.
It's the YouTube generation, man. Let's go to Robin. Good evening, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Hi, Kaz. You're right.
Good, thank you, Robin. What have we always got short hair? I like that. Your head is like a little flannel, like a face flannel.
This is not going well.
No, this is going great.
Okay.
This is going great. Your head is like a little face flannel where we've had to, for a school project, plant cress seeds. Do you ever plant cress?
On tissue.
Cress and mustard and cress. It's like little, you plant it on a flannel or just something damp, and then these little shoots will come out, and that's what your hair looks like. And I like it. What I'm saying is I like it. I respect it. I respect it.
I'm calling actually to just to talk about my life. I'm not sure if that's interesting at all, which is...
If it's not, we'll cut you off.
Let's hear it.
Do
Simple.
it.
I'm about to show my manky foot when this call ends, so,
I'm about to lose control, and I think
I like it.
So I'm actually at quite resty time. I did a lot of stuff in the past 2 weeks, quite a lot of writing, dissertation entries for the radio awards, student radio awards, and cover letters for job applications. And I'm at a position to decide whether I'm going to stay in Cardiff or move to London, because my accommodation expires soon. I have no idea which one should I choose. I'm preferring to move to London a little bit because my talking with my family and they're saying they've got more opportunities in London in terms of jobs or anything like that. But I just don't know. What do you think?
Well, you're looking for a media job. I think you probably would be better placed in London.
I'm going to put a poll out, Robin. So at the end of this, we will have the definitive answer. And the very fact that you've called in means you have to accept the decision of the audience, okay? So, should Robin move to London or stay in Cardiff? There we go. So we could put that London. And this is my opinion. It really is absolutely relevant. It's the vote that counts. You've got 5 minutes to vote, guys. I think the idea that London is the centre of media. It's not exactly what you were saying. So it's not Christmas Eve. I think that's quite an old-fashioned idea now. And Cardiff, in particular, has got amazing media. I know the BBC are based there. That's where they do all the Doctor Who and stuff like that. So they've got big studios there, or certainly big production units there. There's a lot of radio in Cardiff, and there is a real. London isn't where it's at anymore. 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, London was where it's at, but it's not where it's at anymore. I think it would be harder to get a gig in London.
I don't know. You've already been offered a placement at Talk, right?
No, I haven't. I
thought they did.
No, I wasn't offered any placement for my course because they just think international journalism. If they're doing the UK version of that course, there will be a placement for them for a few days during the Easter break.
Oh, no, I thought that you had a conversation with Talk Radio and they said that they'd give you a placement.
No, I did, but they did not. It didn't work out. I sent an application to quite a few stations, all the big stations you can name. But
It's because you're not white British. That's why. I'll put that out there. How many people of colour did we ever see, or different ethnicities, talk?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about presenters, producers, tech ops, and workies.
Probably more at TalkSport, if I'm honest.
I couldn't comment on Talk. I didn't see TalkSport for 2 years since we moved, but it's certainly not on Talk Radio.
No.
I can't think of.
Mark?
Maybe think of Mark. I can maybe think of one. I'm kind of thinking of like workies and stuff. I can think of maybe there was one girl.
Yeah.
Who was Asian, but that's it. It's white. It's
It's tricky.
Here's the thing. As a life experience, move to London. I don't like London anymore. I think London is up its own arse. But as a life experience, go and live in London for 3 years. Definitely. Then you could. It's great. Go and live in London and get bored of London. It's expensive. It's dirty. It's rude, and it's obnoxious. But it's London. You hop on a bus and you're in Oxford Street. You can go. There's all this stuff there. But in terms of trying something a little bit different and pursuing a career. I would really suggest Cardiff.
Yeah. The problem is I don't have 3 years. I only have like 6 months left on my visa, so it's just a bit tricky.
Well, I would throw yourself at BBC National in London if I were you, because you haven't got time. You haven't got time to work your way up.
That's exactly the case. I cried a little bit this afternoon because one of my best friends who lived just in the building next to me, she left today, went back to China. She's in Heathrow, I think, at the moment. Because that's kind of the pressure's putting on me at the moment. When my friends are leaving, most of them are leaving, or some of them who are not leaving, luckily got a job or something like that. And I'm still struggling with accommodation and. But it's just kind of the mental health thing. It's becoming a problem for my mental health. Because of time differences, the nighttime here is like the very early morning in China, so I can't talk to my parents. They're sleeping. When I have time to talk to them, they're at work, and that's an issue. Yeah.
Well, the decision's made. Just 66%. That's a third of the vote think you should stay in Cardiff. Robin.
But they have no professional expertise
they don't.
whatsoever.
They absolutely don't. But we did agree that whatever was chosen, you would stick with, Robin. So, welcome to Cardiff.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. There we go. You see that? Oh, it's gone. That's that sorted. He's staying in Cardiff. Thank you, everybody. Should we do the foot?
Let's get it over with.
Let's do it. Right. So, I've got verrucas. They're multiplying. We'll take one more call and then we'll do the thing. Hello?
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 Oh, hi. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Is this Emma?
Yeah, it is indeed. How are you both?
Yeah, I'm fine, Emma. What can we do for you?
Sorry, my internet was lagging, I think, so I was still listening to you talking about verrucas. I was going to give you a tip. So I was wondering if you've tried the banana and the duct tape method.
Well...
I've not tried the banana. I've heard about the banana. Is that true? Because that's potassium, isn't it? That's basically putting pure. I have so the method I've heard was twofold. First of all, it was just duct tape because it kind of seals up the foot, and the foot thinks there's something wrong, so it pushes the verruca out. Mm-hmm. But then I read that better than duct tape is oxide tape. Is that what it is? Oxide.
I don't know,
Something
but I like
oxide.
the sound of that.
So I've got this. I'm just.
Is it iron oxide?
Something I don't know.
Is it the orange one?
It's white.
Oh, okay.
It's white tape. And I was told that this is better. It's the
Zinc
same...
oxide.
What?
Zinc oxide.
Zinc oxide. So this is better because it's got zinc oxide in, whatever that is. But it's the thing. So, have you tried the banana thing then, Emma?
Yeah, so that's the only thing that's worked. I was doing is it bazooka and everything like that?
Yeah, I
stuff
bought that
doesn't
for the
work.
kids before and it takes forever and
Doesn't
I'm not
work.
convinced it's that thorough.
Absolute shit. And I had the warty, like the freezing thing as well. But
Wartner, yeah.
The GP said that's shit as well. So who knows what to believe?
It's not strong enough. It's just it just
really
takes
not.
off like a layer of skin, but you've got to take off quite a few layers. You've got to go quite deep.
Yeah, have you
to
ever
get it out.
watched The Toe Doctor on YouTube?
Oh.
No, but I think we're about to.
It's stunning.
I think we're about to.
There's this one video where he goes really, really deep, and it shows how much you've got to go down to actually get it out.
We're watching that next. But so you did the banana.
Yeah. It takes a long time though.
Well,
You got to commit to it.
Well, I'm like a week and a half of tape on my foot, and
You've got a couple of months.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I think it's
Holy-
at least 6 weeks.
because on the thing I said it said it was like 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Well,
I think that's optimistic.
Emma, on a Facebook post on a local Facebook
Well,
page.
if
So
it's
this is
Facebook.
not scientific thing. But so you have banana peel taped to your foot for 6 months.
No, not 6 months, 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
And you need to
Doesn't
change
that-
it every day.
Oh,
That's a lot of bananas.
Get making those banana pancakes, exactly.
Yeah.
all right, Jack Johnson.
No, Monroe.
No,
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Does he make banana pancakes? Oh, I know why.
Yeah.
Because of Curious George.
No, I don't know who Curious George is. Jack Johnson. Is that why you said it, Emma? Because of Jack Johnson?
No, I didn't actually.
There's
Who's
a
Jack
song.
Johnson.
I thought Jack Johnson sang Grant Your Last Request.
But he may have done. Maybe he sang more than one song. But he sang, "We can make banana pancakes."
Okay.
It's a very famous song about making banana pancakes.
Not that
I'll
famous.
educate myself.
I wouldn't bother. It's awful. It's not Paolo Nutini. It's not
No,
Paolo
that's
Nutini.
exactly it. Oh,
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows? Also, I was pleased to hear your cinema comment because I got an email from Odeon Limitless today saying my subscription had restarted.
Oh, because they
And I-
paused it all, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. And I still feel a bit uncertain. So it was good hearing what you said anyway.
Here's the thing as well. I was quite prepared if I was on, and I've said this to my boys when I go out with my boys. If I don't like the look of it, I'm getting up and going. I've got no qualms about walking away. I couldn't ask a barber to pull down his PPE for some reason.
But you do it for the boys.
I would certainly do it for the boys. But today the cinema, it was 15 quid, which I thought was a bit cheeky.
Did you
But
at
I
least
was-
get the recliner seats?
Oh yeah, they've just redone my cinema, and it's all those lovely recliner seats. Oh, I love it. But I was prepared to chuck that 15 quid away if I wasn't. I would have gone and argued a bit, but I feel, it's all a punt, isn't it? Really, I feel that this is for me personally. This is quite a safe gamble going to the cinema.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think you've got to weigh up each thing that you're going to do, whether it's worth it or not.
Yeah, and when you stand in the doorway and you see too many people, just know that you can walk away from it. You don't have to join in. I think that you've got to let yourself off.
Yeah, I think you're right. I actually saw TK Maxx the other day. It was heaving, and I decided that's not for me. So
Oh no.
I was off again.
No, because you have to have a proper rifle in TK Maxx. It's not like a relaxed experience anyway, is it?
We are getting
Glorified boot fair.
lots of homebrew verruca tips. And Ian says, when I worked in dermatology, we used liquid nitrogen. Well, that's what a good chiropod. Well, so that's one of the tools chiropod uses, and it's so painful. I once had about 30 verrucas, and it was awful.
I think that's what Wartner is, sort of a watered down.
Well, that's what he says then,
Yeah.
right? So when I worked in dermatology, we used liquid nitrogen, which Wartner will replicate. You need to apply it until the area proper freezes. It hurts like hell, but it does work. Pare it down with a scalpel, aka a Stanley knife, and repeat.
No thanks.
Now, if I worked on the radio, I'd have to say, please don't cut your foot with a Stanley knife. I don't. I'm on the internet. Cut your feet with Stanley knives
don't.
and take pictures and send it to
No.
us, and we'll show
Yes.
them.
You
No.
need to get
I want to see them.
You need to get to the subreddit to
Yeah.
first hopping and stuff. That's the best.
Emma,
way.
listen, thank you. I'm going to show my foot, and then we're going to watch. What's he called? The Toe Doctor.
Yeah, and I'm very invested, so I really hope it clears up for you, and I look forward to seeing the progress.
Emma, thank you so much. What a great. Why is she invested in my foot?
Pervert.
Oh, she's one of them.
Yeah, obs. Yeah. Anyway, so let's be having you.
Do you want to?
I don't want to do anything.
Can
I
you
don't
take
want
it off?
What? I don't want to go anywhere near it. If
Take
I'm
it
honest.
off. Do it gently because it really hurts.
Oh my.
Oh! Hey, baby!
Ugh! Look at this. It's like a corpse.
Oh my! That hurts so bad.
Here we go. This is going to be the one. Do you want me to just whip it off?
Just do it. Oh!
God, that's disgusting.
Okay.
Is there a smell, or am I imagining it? Did you do that?
Ow! Just pull it off. Don't touch the tape that's touched my foot though, because you'll get warts. Oh!
Disgusting.
Look at that. All right.
Take that.
And party.
Grim. If anyone's having cheese and biscuits at the moment, I'd put them down.
Here
Look at the
is
state of
dry
that.
skin. That's dry skin. That is the verruca. Verrucae. Now, this looks a whole lot worse than it did. There we go. That's it in focus now, guys.
I can smell like.
This looks a whole. Well, it's had tape on for about 11 days. This looks a whole lot worse than it did previously. Let's get close up into this.
Oh my god.
Focus.
No, I don't want to see it. Oh my god.
I want it focus.
Do you know what you are? Riddled. Look at the
Look
state
at
of that.
It's like footage from Mars.
What is happening there? What is happening? I can see. Oh, you can see the little dots where the little things are.
Now then, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to. There we go. We're in.
That
We're
looks
in.
really sore. Is it sore?
Yeah, it really hurts. It's really painful. Then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to soak it
Yeah.
and then scrub it with emery boards. I bought some emery boards. Today.
Emery board,
Yeah.
not pumice stone.
Well, yeah, pumice stone, but it's quite sensitive here, so probably emery boards to.
Flipping heck. Seriously, put it away, man. It's disgusting.
We're gonna go. I'm not going to stop this until we get over 700 viewers.
I think we're going to lose more.
Oh, and I just touched one there. There's one there.
Oof. Oh my god. It's
Look at that. But we're not finished, have we?
What?
What's Daddy got on his toe?
No, come on, no.
Come on, Mummy.
No, please, come on.
Daddy needs help getting undressed. State of that.
I think you might be on your own, mate. I can't. And by the way, that toe bandage is proper Oliver Hardy. I've got to knock it and you go, oh! Oh!
Shit.
Disgusting.
Now,
It's
what
got a
we're
little-
going to do with these, we're going to put these on eBay.
Ugh.
So,
Where is it? In the inside?
the human body is a very peculiar
Oh,
beast.
there is a smell, isn't there? Oh my god.
That's your best mate's body you're talking about.
Yeah, no, and there's bits I don't want to see.
You'll come into focus.
God, the horror of it. Ladies and gents.
Hang on, come into focus. Look at this toe, really. I don't really want to touch it.
No.
There.
Flipping it. Oh, is that... Ugh.
Is that dirt? That's dirt.
Oh my god.
Figures are dropping. Now, why is that?
Because this is absolutely revolting. It's Friday night and people do not want to see your skin flaps.
They want to see yours. One last look.
Ugh. Oh god.
What do? We put the tape back on. We're going to tape up.
I'm getting scissors because I'm not putting my face near that.
What do you mean? You don't. I do it. I don't
All right,
need you
good.
to tape up.
Good.
The thing I've learnt is you've got to pull the tape here. If you pull the tape as you're going round, it makes it really tight and cuts the blood off.
Ugh, god.
This is it, guys. And here's the thing, right? 661 people watching this. John Gaunt couldn't get 51 people watching him talking about... I don't fucking know.
Well, you know,
politics.
there's hideous and hideous. Enough's enough.
Just missed Emma's call. Let's call Emma back. Because she's invested in this foot, as we know.
Let's hear what she has to say. Emma, your opinion.
It looks good, genuinely.
Oh! Emma is my girlfriend. We are getting married. Tell me why.
I think she's an enabler.
I promise I'm not a weird footo. I just had experience.
A footo. Tell me why it looks good. Seriously, because I have no concept of.
So you know when
reality.
you've been in the bath for about 2 hours and your skin goes that weird kind of, you know what I mean, like soft. It looks
Yeah.
like that. So I think you've starved it of oxygen long enough that it's getting softer, and I think you're getting down to the layers.
And so I should get a Stanley knife.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
but you've got to make sure that it's what do you call it when it's sterilised.
Sterilised.
Yeah, make sure you buy them off the internet. You can get like a pack of 10.
All right, and I'll heat it with a match. I'll spit on it because your own spit is like medicine. Your own spit is
Yeah,
medicine for
or maybe
you, but
it's
not for
like-
other people.
Maybe it's like a jellyfish. If someone else pisses on it, maybe that does it as well. Who knows?
Well, hang on a second. Catherine, would you piss on my foot?
Not if it was on fire, no.
Okay. All right. Well, Emma, thank you for your help. Well, maybe we can talk next week. Same time next
course.
week?
Oh, yep. See you then.
Bye-bye. That's how it begins. You saw
Fetish
that.
Friday.
You saw that, and you'll all be invited to the wedding, and you'll all get up and make the speech. Go, I remember when Iain and Emma first met. She was getting off on his horrible manky foot.
Daddy, tell me how you met my stepmom. Oh, manky, cheesy feet.
Oh. Let's see what we got here.
Right, I've had enough of this.
Here we go.
He's going to take his bandage off.
Well, no, well,
He's got nothing. He's got nothing bandaged up.
I've sent you a picture. But
Show me live.
you're not-
Show me live. Show me live.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right. What do you
can't.
want, the left or the?
I can't.
I want
anymore.
the newest one,
I can't.
please.
I can't do this.
Okay,
I
yeah.
can't.
Watch it.
No, I can't. I'm just going to be over here until you've finished. You've filled.
Sock's a bit stuck. Right, you ready?
In fact,
Yes, mate.
I'm going to read something light-hearted.
How do I turn the camera around on this thing? Oh, here we go. Let me just flip it like that.
Chat its feet.
Great.
I'm just going to do that.
Oh! It's like an optical illusion. Daddy, how do they do that? It's CGI. But I tell you what's worse is not the missing toe, it's the remaining toes. They're like hanging on for dear life.
Because they've not got the big toe to keep them in line.
Oh, exactly. So it's like anarchy down there with the little piggies.
Free for all, basically. Actually, I lost the. This happened on the other foot. I lost the nail on the next toe because the big toe wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, it missed it. It's sad.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Right.
Gatford. And I genuinely mean thank you for that.
Wow. Meanwhile, as fate would have it, as Charlie's fate would have it, I've just read something that I think will help us all understand why Prince Harry has thrown his life up in the air.
Cats have done a terrible poo and it's just come through. Go on.
This is according to Jenny Smedley, the past life expert and therapist.
Yeah.
What's the reason behind Prince Harry fleeing his royal roots? In 1918, as Alexei Romanov, the young Russian prince executed at the tender age of 13, he was killed by those he believed were there to protect him. He has now changed his whole life as he felt threatened once more as a member of the royal family.
Oh.
So that's that sorted.
Oh. Speaking of sorted, it's time for our sponsors. Someone told me that there's this drunk old loser was taking the piss out of us because if you want a sponsor on here, it's cheaper than you think. It's hundreds, not thousands, right? And someone who's doing the live stream, John Gaunt, who hasn't got...
Who?
Exactly. Who struggles to get 51 viewers, hasn't got any sponsors, but is asking for sponsors and begging for donations, was taking the mick out of me for that.
Well, he can carry on taking the mick to his... How many people?
Here we go. But someone clip this, right? John, you broadcast to 51 people on YouTube. Put a phone number up and I'll call you. My number, if you want to call me, is 0203 286 637. What's that? Send that clip to him. Right. Poseidon Safety Management, Poseidon Safe on Twitter, Poseidon Safety on Facebook. They are in Devon and Cornwall right now. Keeping the streets of Devon and Cornwall safe, some of the businesses safe, all the patrol vehicles. If you look out the window, you might see them. The vehicles are marked and highly visible. This helps act as a deterrent to antisocial behaviour and opportunist crimes in the areas that they patrol. They want to make a difference. They want to keep Devon and Cornwall safe. And of course, listen, they're not. They help the police. They've got little care packages for the police. The police are great. We love some of what the police do, but this is just like an extra thing when the police can't be there and these guys can help. So Poseidon Safety Management, do me a favor. Here's what we're going to do, right? For Poseidon, here's what we're going to have a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway.
Are we?
Thinking
What
now.
are we giving away?
We're going to give away 3 t-shirts, right? And my Mankey foot juice. No, 3 t-shirts, right? What I want between now and midnight is I want you to follow, to follow Poseidon, to follow Harsh Singh, and to follow Somers Waste, and send a message of support. There we go. We've got a little competition. So this is how we're going to do it. Very, very simple. Go on to Twitter now and follow @PoseidonSafe. Send them a message saying how much you love them. Put in the hashtag TLNA. All right, before midnight tonight, we will pick one of those tweets at random and you'll get a free TLNA t-shirt.
Yeah, you'll get a whole heap of small prizes.
There we go indeed. So do that, right? The same with Somers Waste Solutions. Now, I think it's just, let me just double check. I think it's just at Somers Waste. Correct. At Somers Waste. Follow at Somers Waste. Send them a tweet, like a lovely tweet, please. And also put in the hashtag TLNA. By midnight tonight, we will pick one at random and we'll send you a free t-shirt. How's about them apples? Somers Waste Solutions, they are running a campaign, Switch and Save. If you do phone up and mention TLNA, the Late Night Alternative, which is the show What We Are Doing, who knows, they might even give you a little bit of a discount. I just don't know. But go and follow them, send them a tweet, hashtag TLNA. They have to have the hashtag TLNA because that's what we're going to be searching just before midnight. The same goes for Harsh. It's our last day with Harsh. Thank you, Harsh.
Is it? That's flown.
Isn't it flown by? And we've been really thrilled with the support that Harsh has got. We've got some more logos later on, which I will try and remember to do. Tweet him at HFSingCo. You've got to follow him, tweet him, put in the hashtag TLNA, send something nice. We will look through the hashtags before midnight and we will pick 3 people at random and we will get you. We'll then put you in touch with Scott Balcony and you can choose a t-shirt of your size and your design from the TLNA range. Harsh is a really nice guy. He's an accountant. You know, I mean, accountancy is a tough one to sell, as he knows. It ain't that sexy, but it's really, really important. And it's one of those things I used to stress about, and I still get stressed about, but I've got a really good accountant, and he's taken over everything.
Yeah.
If I didn't have him, my God, my life would be a nightmare. What you want with an accountant is someone that you only speak to 2, 4, 5 times a year, but if you've got any questions, you can fire off a little email and they will answer it. That's
Boom.
what you want. And that's what
it.
Harsh does.
That's it. That's what I do with mine. She's brilliant. She doesn't live that far away. I can drop things round, you know, in person. But the main thing is about her is that if I shoot her a message, and it might be the daftest question, but to me it's worrying.
Yeah.
She answers me straight away and she settles my mind because tax is frightening, right?
Exactly. So go and follow these people. HF Sing Co on Twitter, Somers Waste on Twitter, and at Poseidon Safe on Twitter. Hashtag TLNA. Send a nice message before midnight. We'll pick 3 winners from each of those feeds and we will send them a prize. Where are those prizes coming from? Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. A lot of our merch is made by the brilliant Scott Balcony. And Richard at gelaw.co.uk just sent a load of money to Scott and said, put that to one. It's like having the tab at the bar. Put that to one side. And if any competitions come up, you can have that. So Richard, big up the Gregorian. Thank you very much indeed. What's on? Idiot. What's on the tapes? Thank you very much indeed for the raid. It's always an absolute pleasure to have you here. Sorry, I might be inundating you with adverts, but I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did the 3rd set of adverts that we have to do. It's one of my cats is playing with something, so we're going to do that. Apologies, guys. I'll try and space it out a little bit better.
What's she doing?
She's playing with the calendar. She's trying to set it. She knows it can't be set. Emma said, I forgot the main tip. If you cut out sugar, it makes it a load better. Sugar seems to feed it.
Oh, come on. But isn't a banana essentially sugar?
No, but you're not eating it. No, banana's not sugar. I mean, there is sugar in it, but it's not essentially sugar. Just returning a call. Oh, look, we can't see the subs. I'm so sorry. Matt Ricardo, thank you for the subscription.
Hello, Dave.
How do, Dave?
Good evening.
Oh.
Advertising.
How you feeling? How are you feeling? Good. What a strange question. I don't know where that came from. But I
am interested in your feels.
Really? Well, so are the police, but let's leave it.
How are you feeling?
Great. Yeah. I went out to a gig last night.
Oh, talk to me, brother. What happened?
Well, it was in a sort of old Victorian building. It was in the courtyard of that. And I don't know if anyone was in London last night, but it hammered down with rain completely.
Beautiful. Good.
So they had to move it inside. So we all had to mask up inside.
Right.
Yeah, it was fine. People were respectful and keeping their distance, and people were well spaced out, and it worked. Well,
I tell you what, Dave. Why don't you tell me if it worked in about 3 weeks' time, when we know if you're displaying symptoms or not?
There he is. There's.
Yeah. If I suddenly phone in from
Oh, look at that mug!
That is a beautiful mug.
Where'd you get that mug from?
Where would I get me one of those?
Well, this dishwasher safe, microwave safe.
Catherine designed that mug, dear viewer, and if you want to buy it, you want to have a look at Catherine's art, let me post the link. Oh, look, it just popped. Oh no, that's the book. Here we go. Let me post the link.
That looks like a decent sized mug as well. You're getting all your tea needs fulfilled there.
Yeah. It's mostly hot chocolate, but
nice.
There you go. It's go and have a look at that art. That's art that Catherine does, and all the money for this show is 50-50. That art, that's her nest egg.
That's my villa in St Tropes.
Well, I advertised it through the Nothing Is Real group.
Yeah, I saw.
I've sold a few, and I've got a cushion on its way to someone in the Bronx as we speak. Yeah, I find it really exciting when she's at university.
Has Paul McCartney got a house in the Bronx?
Yeah, some kid at university in the Bronx. I think her mum's bought her one for a
Nice.
university, room, and that just that gives me a real buzz.
Yeah, so it was fine last night. And today I went down to Hastings and had lunch out in a cafe outside, and went record shopping, and sat in a pub and ate chips and talked rubbish. It was
because you've been very cautious as well.
Yeah.
Let's say very cautious as well. How are you finding just loosening that grip ever so slightly?
It's fine as long as, I say the pub we were in, they allowed a certain amount of people in at a time, and you had to, it was like a table service from the bars, and no one went up to the bar. It was fine, What I'd be like in a pub when it was fuller than that, I don't know, but none of the pubs seemed to be doing that, and it was a Friday, so, it's not as busy but it was quite busy in town, and I was okay. I was okay with it all. It was fine.
It's
but I say I've got nobody else to worry about apart from me. So it's my choice. So as long as I look after myself and I'm doing what I want to do, then if I feel it's not safe and it's not, then I turn on my tail and run. But
here's what we're going to do, Dave. How well do you know that record collection behind you? I mean, could you, if I were to say, find me Rubber Soul?
Well, Rubber Soul's on the shelf that you can't see up there.
Okay, all right, okay. So, here's what we're going to do. I want you to go up to the record shelf.
Yeah.
And I want you to close your eyes.
Okay. Do you want me to sort of do that? And then...
Yeah. And I want you... Oh, whoa. No. This is a fix. You're just doing the same little square there. He's doing the same little square.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I want your hands all over.
Okay.
And when I say stop, you stop.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah, okay.
Stop.
Okay.
I want you to pull a record...
Yeah, that one.
Pull a record out, and I want you, without looking at it, I want you to tell me what that record is.
Yeah.
This is you bet. Yeah, without looking at it. You know roughly where you've got it.
Looking like that.
Yeah, don't look like that.
No. I can't do without looking at it. It was down in the M somewhere. I know that.
Okay, all right. Well, we are gonna, whatever this record is, this is how...
The M somewhere.
He's an idiot. Whatever this record is, this is how we're going to live the weekend.
Okay.
Is inspired by this choice. Oh, God. It's not the Smiths, is it?
No.
All right, what have we got?
We've got C6 Steve.
Oh.
I heard
Man from Another Time.
I heard a C6 Steve song for the first time the other day. Here's something. So, Mike Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going with this, Dave?
No.
Controversial member of the Beach Boys, right? In the late 70s, maybe early 80s, he had like a couple of spin-off groups. When the Beach Boys weren't touring, Mike Love would tour. One of them was called Celebration. Bands, and one of them I think was called like Mike Love Sunshine Fun Time Bomb Time Band or something.
Good. Catchy.
And do you know who the guitarist was in one of those bands?
C6 Steve, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Yeah, he was a session guitarist for ages, and he played around the time when Nirvana were in Seattle. He was doing, so it's one of these things where they, not slightly, but it's, it's show business,
He's made up his history.
Yeah, so this idea that he's some sort of hobo with his cigar box guitar is not quite accurate, is it?
No.
No, but it's a good, I saw him, first time I saw him, it was on bottom of the bill to Nick Cave at the Forum. I'd never heard of him. It was on the outside, C6 Steve. Like, who the hell's that? And but it's very entertaining. But it's a bit, that's I think it's his second album. I sort of haven't bought any for a while because it is a bit of a one-trick pony. But it's a good trick.
Dave, have a lovely weekend. Thanks
too.
for the call. Tutty bye, peace and love. I didn't turn the camera on. He couldn't see us.
Didn't matter.
I want to find this toe doctor.
Oh, God.
I think you've just had a little sale as well.
I think I have. I've done a big painting for somebody's birthday. That's the first painting I've done for weeks and weeks. For someone in my family, I don't usually do commissions because I don't like the pressure.
Is the toe...
Oh, my God.
No, let's pause that for a second. Sorry, because I've just realised you're telling us something really, really nice.
No, it's fine.
And we had up on our screen
We're
like
out.
the worst images of manky feet you've ever seen. So we'll go back to that in a second. We'll go back to that in a second. We'll go back to that in a second. We're both a little bit shocked by the image there. So you did a nice painting.
A great big one.
How big?
Big. So big.
Is that the one that you showed me on the?
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was that big.
Yeah, it's big.
Oh, you should have put a 50 pence by it. Otherwise, how would I know?
I'll send you one tomorrow with a 50 pence.
Please do, with a 50 pence.
Yeah, it's big. It's big for. I might as well say you're not going to tell him. For my dad's birthday, he's been asking me to do a B for him for ages.
You should have just painted the letter B.
It would work.
There you go, Dad.
It would work.
You've still got time, actually. Just do that and give that.
I've got a spare piece of paper in case I muck
do that
it up.
first. There.
But yeah, he wanted a big B for a certain area in the house, in the conservatory that he's just had done up. And so I've been putting it off and making the excuse that I need the table and I can't use it while the kids are at home because they're all, the dining room table has become the hub for all activity. But actually, I managed to make it work. So yeah, it's done. And I pushed through the ugly stage of painting and thinking, I should just give this up. And I've got to a point now where I just need to leave it alone. So the sooner it gets out of the house, the better, because the urge to tinker is so strong. But I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed it, and I always really do enjoy it when I get down to it. But I've not had the mojo for painting for about a month.
I know what you mean. I mean, I started this new podcast the other week, the Man Up Snowflake, and loads of people got in touch saying, "Yeah, I'd love to be on it." And all it is a simple case of me setting up a Zoom and recording it, and it's just.
But you can't.
It's just But that's me. That's me anyway. Is the toe doctor the same as the toe bro? Because I've typed in the toe doctor and the toe bro. This is what we had. This is what we had on screen while Kath was trying to tell that story.
Oh God!
So is the toe?
Oh, that at the bottom. I can't. That looks like something from Horrible Histories. Can we not?
Okay, so that's the one we're going to go for.
I will chuck. Oh God! Straight in. Extra meat removal.
Extra meat removal. But what's happened on this toe?
I don't want to look
Feet.
at it. I can't.
Why is there blood coming out of it here?
God,
What's this?
I'm actually going to puke.
No.
You want to walk with me? They will give you the antibiotics and the
But lots of people going, yeah, I'm switching to audio only.
Yeah. Criv UK, where the heck is changing rooms? I don't want vomit rooms.
Gatford says if she pukes, think of the use. That's why I've not cut the camera.
God.
The toe bro.
Daddy Bear Cub, I wish I could go with you.
Yeah, the problem if you just take antibiotics.
It's alright, he's just painting it.
And the nail doesn't come out.
That's iodine.
Anything sharp.
Oh!
No, no, bro. Toe bro, no, bro.
Okay, so anything sharp.
Oh!
Anything sharp here.
Oh! Oh, God!
So to me, this side is cut. The side is raw.
Take the image off and you just watch it and do the reaction because I can't.
All right, you want okay, we're going to get rid of the image.
So the problem.
So this is okay. So this is two girls, 1 foot.
And all the skin was growing right on top of it.
No.
So all this.
Ah! It's like you can see the brain of the toe. Oh! Look what he's doing! Look what he's doing! Jesus Christ! Oh! Listen to that noise.
Even that's a lot of nail here.
Oh, I can't.
So.
Guys, if you're just listening, we've taken the image off the screen. I promise I won't put it back without any warning. It's just me and Kath reacting now. I promise. It was too much.
So making sure there's nothing left behind.
Oh, look out! Look!
I'm not looking.
You have to look!
But not hurting.
right in there! Oh, fuck! Oh, what is that? What is that?
So what happens when we have an infection like this, the nail is so cracked and lifted, and
We've lost about 60 viewers.
Very easy for people.
Oh, no, no,
A lot
no!
of people who do these, and ingrown keeps coming back.
Oh, it's so deep! Oh, he just pops it in there! Like he's putting a straw in a McDonald's Coke! Holy shit! No, bro! No toe, bro!
Yeah, he wants a video. Take a video.
Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that he's pulling out?
Close your eyes. Try your best.
What is that? Is that a bit of nail? Oh wow.
She just goes, oh wow. That is not an oh wow.
Skin in here hiding. And sometimes we can get nail that's stuck so far in this bad tissue that you can't even see. So if we were to pour you have to.
I think he's fixed it.
So
He's fixed it.
No.
State of that. Oh, what's he done there? What's he doing there? What is that?
Please, please, please.
What is that? He's putting like chopsticks in the toe.
From growing again. I'm gonna do one more. So as you're making you film your own toe, there you go.
He's shoving like these like chopsticks in the toe.
So this is what's gonna stop those corners from growing back.
Oh God, no.
Just needs a bit of MDF. Yeah, you're right.
We're on 666 again. I think now is the time to stop.
Okay. I think that's that toe done.
Oh no, no more, no more, no more. Oh God.
It's lasering the skin off. All right, well that's that done. Okay.
Please look after your feet.
Please, guys, for the
Filthy animals. That was like a trotter.
Releasing a pocket of infection in a toenail.
No more.
A pocket
No.
of infection.
No, mate.
The #1 site for
No.
millions of
No more. No more.
Releasing a pocket of infection.
God, imagine the smell. No more, please, no more.
One more.
Why does the toe bro look?
Mysterious painful toe, red hot and swollen cuticle.
Experience some of the pain. Like I wasn't excruciating, but it was enough that it woke me up.
Patient has been dealing with a painful red and swollen toe near the cuticle for the last few months. It's a pocket full of infection.
But it could have been way before that.
Toenail is yellow.
I'm just going to show the toe. It's just a toe. There's nothing bad to see. Just so you can see, all right? That's it, okay?
Because it didn't. Because I have a pair of Nike.
We're going back now, okay? We're going back. Well, we'll only show you. We'll warn you.
And then the Converse because.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the freezing. So I'm making a little toothpick, something a little sharp.
Okay, so he's anaesthetized the foot.
Push the top of your foot so you can feel sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp, right? Pressure's normal.
Is it too late for Catherine to go back to Christo?
Oh no.
Her big toenail looked thicker, more yellow, and I had a feeling it got damaged and even possibly lifted.
Nothing sharp.
He's going to rip that toenail off. With more questions, it seems like it all started after a skiing trip and spending a long day in ski boots. Don't worry, I won't show you the image, guys. This is image free. My instinct is telling the nail got damaged and lifting the cuticle, and the nail is unable to lift or grow.
If you feel something more than pressure, you let me know. So you just search on the internet for a foot clinic, or?
Yeah, my husband and I this morning we were like.
Yeah,
looking.
we don't want the chat, guys. Let's jump for it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's just the paint. It's just the paint. The antibacterial paint. That's all it is. That's all it is. Please look after your toes, guys.
Where that cuticle is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that cuticle.
Did I leave it too long?
This is your cuticle.
It's not bad, but it's longer than it should have been.
All right, we're going to go. Someone said jump forward a bit, so we're going to jump to... Here we go. 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 So he's put like a rubber band around the toe.
Supplie's not good, but yours seems pretty good. So we're gonna do one little check
He's just putting a scalpel under the round the toe.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's already some pus in here.
Oh, there's pus coming out of her toe!
No, mate!
Oh, look, he's screaming!
There is pus in here if you want to look. You see all this?
Imagine the smell. Imagine this.
These are the lowest viewing figures we've ever had, but just the... Oh! He puts the scalpel right under the toe. He's going to flick that off. He's flicking it off. Right under the toe. Just shoving it under there. He's going to pull it off.
Completely lift at the back. The front is attached still. But here is all...
Oh, God, no!
No pain, huh?
He's just grabbed it with a pair of pliers. That noise is the sound of the toe being lifted off.
This guy out.
This guy. You got to watch it. You've got to watch it. What is that? What is that? Oh, he's just. Oh.
Came out like that. It was completely deep.
That is so manky.
He's doing it in slow motion.
There's no need for any of this business. And that's put me off cheese on toast forever.
Oh! Je le ferme. Okay, we're going to jump forward a bit. There we go.
All lifted at the back.
That is like that. Oh, meat.
Whoa, it's an advert. Get lost, Sprizzy!
I was looking for a way to market our YouTube.
Sprizzy!
Give us he.
We're nearly there. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. You're enjoying this torment. Oh, God, no.
This is a pocket full of infection. Oh, what is that?
So getting rid of all this bad cuticle that was...
Oh! Oh, you're not even watching. You've got to
I can
watch.
hear the noises, and that is enough.
Your nail was not growing at all.
Why is he rummaging around in there?
This is terrible.
Oh, no. This is no way to earn money.
It's nice and smooth underneath the cuticle, but I see it's still sealed.
Look at that.
That's disgusting.
Let's get that pocket full of infection out, guys. Let's really get it out.
So that whole portion here.
I don't.
Is that the end? That's the end.
We've got another 2 minutes.
No, it's the end. He's just doing the. He's just going to put a plaster on it.
You can't put a plaster on that.
Bit of Savlon and don't pick it. You'll be right.
So is there anything else in there?
There's no more nail.
Is he pissing on it?
Because of the tourniquet.
Oh.
Are you flexible enough to take a look inside?
Okie dokie. I think we're.
He's enjoying that a bit too much, pervert.
I think we're.
Oh, God. Look after your feet, for God's sake.
This is the lowest viewers we've had on a Friday, and
Well, it went up for a bit. I think we might have attracted the foot crowd.
I respect you. Shame on Emma. Shame on Emma.
She made that happen.
I enjoyed that. Okay.
I feel very queasy.
I enjoyed that, but those of you who didn't, to whom that was not pleasurable, then that is Emma's prerogative. What you've done there. Oh, stop! Go away. We should do. Who's this calling in?
It's one of. Are you one of the foot fans, Alistair?
Hello. Well, I have got some advice about the feet because I've had a few problems. Now, verruca's in.
Sorry, Pete. Pete was streaming earlier on What's on the Tapes. Can I get a shout out for Pete, please? And his last line was before the raid. Let's go, Raid Ian. Do stick around. Catherine's going to be doing a commentary on changing rooms. It's going to be great fun. And they've come into an absolute horror show. Apologies to Pete's viewers and the raiders. Sorry. Yes, go on, Alistair.
Right. Do you want a a quick solution to your problem rather than the tape being on for however long.
Of course I do. It's 2020. I want it solved immediately.
So when I was a kid, I had to go to the chiropodist and a verruca, and what he used was a stick of silver nitrate.
Yeah.
And he shoves it up the where the verruca is, and it burns it out basically. Now,
it hurts.
obviously, that is very painful.
Yeah.
But it does the job.
I've had that, but I've also had verrucas that were so bad where I had to go and have that done 3 or 4 times to get it done. It's so painful. I've always terrified of chiropodists because I remember as a kid, my sister had to go and get some verrucas done, and she was in so much pain. And I must have been like 5, 6, 7 when she did it. So I was always terrified. But then when I went to get it done myself, I thought, well, it can't be that bad. It's worse. It's worse. It's so painful.
It is painful. It's a good 8.5 out of 10, I think, on the pain scale.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
But it did work for me. But yeah, well, good luck with yours.
Thank you, Alistair, thank you. May God bless each and every one of us in this very tough time.
Yeah. The other thing is, can I just admit to something, that I live alongside my fungal toes.
Thank you for your call, Alistair. I appreciate that honesty. 0203 286.
You're all manky.
6370.
You disgusting.
We'll start the changing rooms after 11.
Yes.
Oh, let's do the ads. Now, someone sent me this. James sent us this. I've not seen this, but I think... Right. So I think this is an ad... This is why I love doing this show, and this is why all of the advertisers have got back and said they're enjoying it, right? Because you lot get involved. Don't forget, we've got a little competition going on, which we'll pick winners at random before midnight. Basically involves following 3 of our sponsors on Twitter using the hashtag TLNA and sending them a nice message, and then we'll go through the hashtag TLNA and we will pick one person for each advertiser. But we'll get there in a second. So this has been sent in by James, and I've not seen this. This is for Gregorian Emerson Family Law.
Oh, I still love LA Law. It's just like that, though, isn't it?
There's Richard. There's the other fella. There's the secretary. Oh. There's actual foot. I don't know how he got footage.
This is obviously in the before times. There's a lot of arms around each other.
I don't know where they got this footage from, because this is actually within the offices of gelaw.co.uk. Sex up the Gregorian, yeah, it would appear so. A lot of walking and talking. Here we go, James. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. Thank you, James. We love Gregorian. Mate, thank you. That's very good. Very kind.
I think what we've
you.
learned from that video, that kind of fly in the wall documentary there that we saw, is that they carry around a lot of folders.
They carry a lot of folders. Matty, I just showed the Skype screen. Could you do some magic with that, please? Thanking you so much. So go and follow Somers Waste on Twitter.
Yeah.
Send them a nice message using the hashtag TLNA. Make sure you follow them, and then what we'll do just before midnight, we will go through all the TLNA hashtags, and we'll pick a winner for sending a message to Somers, a winner for sending a message to Poseidon, and the same for Harsh. I would do it to all 3, because then you got more chance, triples your chance of winning. Somers Waste, all of your waste solutions in one
place.
Thank you very much indeed. They're doing a switch and save thing. So if you are the owner of a company, or thank you, Matty, I really appreciate that. We didn't do the
What?
Modathon. We'll do that next week. Let me just write that down on my board.
And then it will happen.
Yeah, I forget stuff unless it's written down. Modathon. And we're doing a production meeting on Monday. Stay tuned. Switch and save. If you are the boss of a company, or maybe you work in a company and you want to impress the boss, phone up Sommers on this phone number here: 0335777442, and have a chat with them about the situation that you have got at work, how it's working for you, how you think maybe you could save us a few quid, and let them see what they can do for you. Do mention Late Night Alternative if you want. They can make sure that all of your costs are reduced by doing things better, greener, and they do this for many businesses already. So it's definitely worth getting you or your boss to have a quick look at it. And it's impartial advice and solutions that are tailored to your business.
They'll also come along and do a free sort of site scan to sort of see what they can do for you, and that's free of charge. So what is there to lose?
What is there to lose? Waste.
Apart from excessive bills.
Poseidon Safety Management, Devon and Cornwall. They are at Poseidon Safe on Twitter. Go and follow them. Use the hashtag TLNA. Send them a message and you could win a TLNA t-shirt made from Balcony Shirts. We should do an advert for Balcony Shirts next week as well. We're in week to thank him so much for all of the stuff that he has done.
Yeah.
If you are in Devon and Cornwall, they are making the whole place safer every night. They have dedicated, hard-working professional teams out patrolling businesses, responding to burglar alarms, and above all, helping to work for a safer two counties.
But what makes them really special is that they live locally, so they don't just turn up and go home and that's the end of that. They really are invested in their local communities. They want to make the places better. For example, like at the start of lockdown, they gave free security to a school that had been broken into, or when
they broke into the school.
No, we have no evidence.
Because they burnt the evidence and they got Sommers to get rid of the evidence. And then when it got to court, Gregorian got them off the thing.
We'll be getting another letter.
So bent. It's so bent.
Anyway, let them sort you out.
And Harsh, it's Harsh's last night advertising with us for now. He's on Twitter at HFSingCo. Go and follow him. Go and send him a tweet, nice tweet with the hashtag TLNA, and you could win a Late Night Alternative t-shirt.
Basically, he's that kid who'll do your maths homework for you that you read about in the Beano. He's real.
Yeah. He's a really nice guy. We've met him a few times, and he's a good lad. I wouldn't recommend someone to deal with your finances if we didn't trust him. Started as a favour 10 years ago to a mate who was a dentist. Dentist said, "Look, if you do my accounts, I'll do your teeth." Boom! That's what you need.
That's when the magic began.
Terrible at playing tag or had or it, whatever you call it. He does VAT. He's worked as an in-house VAT specialist, regularly advises clients on EU VAT matters, field queries relating to VAT returns. Oh, and with the whole Brexit thing as well, the tax and if you're exporting, importing, all of that, it's going to be a nightmare. He is totally up to speed with all of that and can help you with all of that. So go and follow those people. Send them a tweet with the hashtag TLNA and we will pick a winner. Yeah, new to this had. Have we looked at...
There is a map, isn't there?
There is the map.
For different terms up and down the country.
Map of tag. What would I type in to get...
It. Put tag it.
It had.
Yeah.
Well, that's just...
UK.
Right. UK map of tag. Map of TIG versus... Here we go.
Here we go.
TIG
versus tag versus Dobby, etc.
How do we get that? Can I get that full screen? No, I can't get it full screen, so I'm gonna hang on. Let me save it because this is worth doing.
I think we'll refer to this over and over. I think it's well worth having in the archive.
Tag map. There we go. This is worth doing. Let me just bring in here an image. I'm enjoying this tonight. We're gonna bring in tag map.
Tag map. It's time to refer to the tag map, ladies and gents.
Add source. Import. Downloads. There might be in TLNA actually. Tag map. So that's there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. Sorry guys, I'm a bit all over.
Be worth it.
Totally worth it. We want to go to screen 2. Oh balls! Did it again, Matty. Could you cut that one out as well? I'm going to big up Matty in a minute because he's been doing a lot of stuff for us without getting any credit for it. So
he needs some props.
He needs some props. And we're going to do a modathon next week, and it's going to be flipping awesome. Screen 2. Paste. There we go. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go. Right.
Okay, ladies and gents, let's have a look at this. So,
I think it's got a little bit bigger there.
For the vast majority of the north of England, I would suggest that you would be more familiar with the term tig. Tiggy, and in some places, tuggy.
Yeah.
Tig in Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, as we move further down towards the Midlands, we're talking tiggy, and then over to Wales, tick. Tip.
Catch chase. I like that. Catch chase.
Tag.
Do you remember Kiss Chase?
Kiss Chase,
But here's the thing. When I was like 10 playing Kiss Chase, I ran really fast.
Did you?
Away.
Idiot.
Stupid idiot.
Didn't like each other, though, back then, didn't
No,
we? Girls
no.
and boys. It was different teams. Had he hit?
See, we called it had and he in Slough, and we just that's like London, but a lot of people, there was an overspill from
I
London.
think it was
into
tag
Slough.
where I
So
spent
had.
much of my my running away time. Tag.
Something else, isn't it?
Catch chase.
Nina called it had. Inky Sheets called it it. Oh, it. It isn't there, is it? It. We used to call it it.
Yeah,
sometimes.
who's it? I'm it. You're it.
We called it had and he, and we had a version called Hulk He, where if you were it, you became
The Incredible Hulk.
you became the Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that something that someone invented at your school? I'm guessing.
So. Stuck in the mud. What were
Yes.
the rules for stuck in the mud with you?
I think someone had to go under your arm, didn't they, to get you out?
Here it was you had to go under the legs. You've got a
Okay.
little. May I suggest you just go off camera? You've got a little bogey sticking out of your left nose. Oh, don't
So proud of you! Let me go and wash me fungrays.
Dirty and dirty.
I've got a bit of a cold, have you?
Yeah, I have actually.
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, let me talk about the mods a little bit. For those of you who don't know how this works, right, and we'll do this next week, because I think there's something in it. So we got a lovely, lovely team of mods. And mods are basically volunteers what help out with the channel and keep the channel, kind of keep the chat kind of friendly. And we got trolled by some racists at the start, and we had a load of mods then. I just was going to people that I sort of half knew online. Could you be a moderator, please? We got a lot of racists, and they were just blocking. So if the mods are doing their jobs well, you won't really notice that there's anything going on because they're really good. So we got Pete, and we got Jeff, and we got Matty, and we got Mandy, and we got Lance, and we got Ollie, and we got Gatford, and we got Danny, and we got Amy. And there are mods. We kind of reduced the number a bit. It's still a lot. I'm just going to say to the mods now, I would probably like to maybe get rid of another 4 or 5. But just because I like to believe that we can run this ship with fewer fascist pigs. No, it would make us more comfortable. Just having less people. And then if ever, we got raided by the racists again, we would invite you back. But it's not in any way a personal slight. We'll talk about that privately later on. But so they all, they're just fans of the show. And some of them we've had the pleasure of meeting a few times. And some of them I've never met. And some of them, like Pete, we've had... we had a burger with, didn't we?
Yeah.
That
was accidental. He was enjoying a quiet burger by himself.
And we stormed in.
Yeah, we
said invited him
we
over.
kind of
What was
raided his table.
That was the place we were talking about earlier, wasn't it?
That was it wasn't a Byron. Was it a GBK? Or was it a Byron?
I think it was a Byron. Anyway, so we want to say thank you to the mods, right? It's a thankless task. And you get a load of abuse. And you'll sometimes get me going, well, why did you... What? And we're all finding our way. But yeah, they get a load of abuse and stuff. If you get banned by a mod, right, don't go and whisper to them, what'd you ban me for? What? Come and have a word with me and Catherine, all right? And we don't go to them. They're doing exactly what we told them. But Matty is like the king mod. He's the bastard mod. And Matty, if you've ever been to the Iain Lee Vault, which has got pretty well, it's got every bit of audio that I've ever been able to find, going back years and years and years. And he set up this Twitch channel years and years and years ago before I knew what Twitch was. Well, I kind of stole it off him again. And he did a lot of work on the YouTube. And also, if you watch the Twitch reruns of these shows, he makes the title cards. Have you seen the title cards he's done? He does those, and every now and then I quite like making really bad title cards for the YouTube. I get a lot of pleasure out of doing this terrible stuff. But if I have no inspiration or I haven't got the time, I'll grab one of Matty's. So Matty, namaste. Mods, namaste. Thank you very much to all of you. And next week,
big up all of yourselves.
Next week we're going to have a modathon, which I don't think's ever been done on Twitch before, and I think more people should do it. Where we have a PayPal thing, right? And it's easier to do it via PayPal than bits because all the money comes straight to me, so it's easier. And we're going to pick a day next week, and we're going to keep linking to the PayPal. And if you want to, just ask you to chuck £1 in, or a couple of quid, or 50 quid, whatever you want, right? We know times are tough, but the mods do this for free. They make, I meant bastard as in boss. We couldn't do this without the mods, is what I'm trying to say. We couldn't do this without the mods, because I'd be constantly checking the chat and going, yeah, no, we're going to, and Catherine, it wouldn't be the kind of relaxed vibe that we're working towards. So we're going to have a night where we're going to pass around a metaphorical electronic hat and ask if you want to tip the mods. Absolutely no obligation.
No, and if you can't, then that's fine. Of course, it's fine.
Paul's is saying big up the mods and giving 100 bits. Well, that goes to us. Unlucky, because we haven't started it yet, and it would have to be the PayPal. So thank you. But we'll do that one day next week. And also, not all of the mods want to be involved in that. And that is totally cool. So I have said to the mods, message me privately if you want to be in, because it can be a bit embarrassing saying, this COVID, it ain't been great, and I'm struggling a little bit. So I've asked the mods to message me privately and say, yes, I would like to be in it. And I'm not going to name who those mods are. That is between me and Catherine and between them. I've told Catherine, obviously, and I won't name them. So that we're going to do that one night next week.
That is the plan.
We're going to do that one night next week, and I think more channels. It's probably the greatest idea I have ever had in my goddamn life. I've had some great ideas. Right, the phones are back open. 0203 286 6370. You can Skype. Oh yeah, don't anyone ever ask to be a mod. Don't embarrass yourself. You're absolutely right, Andrea. You're absolutely right. Never ask to be a mod. It brings shame on your family.
Well, refusal often offends, as they say.
Yes, doesn't it? Hello, Elliot Giles, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi.
Hey, Elliot, what you got for us?
I just wanted to call up and say, first of all, I think we should say I want to say thank you to all the mods.
Do it. Say it now. Say them all by name. I mentioned their names, so you should have remembered them.
I've forgotten. Sorry.
Just make up some names, Elliot, because I don't know who they are either, if I'm completely honest.
Okay, I'll just call them modders. Yeah, so thank you, modders, for keeping the...
Make up some names, though. Just throw some names. Just give us 5 names.
Don Antonio UK is suggesting we have a 2-minute clap for the mods.
That's not a bad idea.
I think they prefer the money.
Give us just throw out 5 random names of what you think the mods should be called, Elliot.
Jimmy. Francis.
Yep.
Ronald.
Yep.
And Bob.
Beautiful.
Actually, that's exactly what they're called.
They're their real names. They're their real names, Bob. Thank you, Elliot. What else can we do for you tonight? Elliot, where are you in the same room as your phone? Because that you're getting fainter and fainter. Elliot,
come back.
We can't hear you.
Oh.
If you're on speakerphone, my word, I'm gonna steal your shoes. come off speakerphone. Kids don't know how to do phone calls off speakerphone.
No, it's the apprentice's fault.
Yeah. I love it when I tell my boys to try and hold a phone like a phone, and they're just.
Is that better?
Yes,
so
it's
much
better.
Is your face near the phone? That's probably why it's helping.
Okay.
Let's hope not mutation 555.
And also, I wanted to ask you, thank you for your advice. My channel is doing really well, actually.
Great, glad to hear it.
And I don't know if I'm allowed to, can I do this?
You want to plug your stream? Plug it.
Alright. I just want to ask you first, because...
Thank you, because you are respectful. And like all these other scumbags watching this, you are respectful. You give me hope for the future. I'm sorry that we brought COVID and the hole in the ozone layer. Yes, you can plug your channel, of course.
Okay. My channel's called Elliot Giles 1234. So if you want to come, please do.
I'm going to... Hang on a minute. Let me... I'm struggling with Twitch tonight. Let's go to Twitch. Let's find Elliot Giles 1234.
I'm going to have a look as well.
Elliot Giles 1, 2.
You find it?
Hang on a minute. I'm not that fast a typer.
I am. I'm in.
Yes, mate. Look at that coat. That's going to keep you warm. Followed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same.
Followed.
Thank you.
Do your parents or your guardians know that you do Twitch?
Yeah.
They're cool,
Yeah,
and they're cool with it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're totally supportive. Like, they don't mind if I call you guys up, because they know that.
As long as they're cool with it, because we've got to be careful, because you're under the age of 36.
They know that they've watched one of your lives and one of your things, and they think you're they think I'm okay talking to you.
Good. That makes me happy. Elliot, I'm going to move on. It's nice to talk to you. Stay safe. Have a lovely weekend.
Alright, and one more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I just want to wish you guys.
Merry Christmas.
No, I just want to wish you guys
Happy New Year.
to keep safe and make sure the coronavirus don't beat you down, because I use this motto every day.
I will beat that coronavirus. I will get that coronavirus and I will beat it.
He's giving you his daily motto.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I use this motto every day. I wake up and I'm going to beat that coronavirus.
You're a good lad. You don't need to worry about it, son. You'll be all right. Elliot, nice to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call.
Makes a difference seeing his face, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Beautiful little lad. What's going on here? Why is someone typing us a message? Let's just get straight in there. Someone called Neil is typing us a message on Skype. Let's just get straight in there.
Let's speak. Hey, Neil. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I was wondering if it weren't going to work because I'm using the mic on the camera, and you can do the feedback thing and get messy.
Sounds all right.
All right, cool. I've got a bit of a delay, but I don't know how I can beat that kid. Stay safe and everything. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Right, let's talk about that Noble chair, Ian, because that looks really comfortable.
Very, very comfortable. Beautiful. I bought it when I was realising I was going to be doing the radio show for a long time from home. I thought I'm going to treat myself to an expensive but comfortable chair. This is my workspace, and I bought it. It cost me a fortune, and I don't like spending on stuff like that. Well, and a week later, I got the sack. So,
but claim that back.
I could get a little. See, claiming stuff back doesn't really work like that. I can claim the VAT back, but it all comes and goes. But we are giving away next Thursday. We're giving away. It's not this exact model, but we're giving away a 400 quid chair from Noble Chairs. We're just giving it away.
Right. So I'm not allowed a chair because my workspace is in the kitchen, and if it doesn't fit with the decor, apparently.
Oh. What, so you got to stand all the time?
Oh no, I use one of the kitchen chairs.
Oh no!
What is that got everything with it? The lumbar pad, the pump up thing, and everything.
It's got the lumbar pad is off because the boys take it off. It's got the pump up thing. It's got the headrest, and I just love you. Just there we go. Oh,
it looks lovely.
It's honestly. And this is like the kind of the higher up model because I think this is real leather. And I said to Kath, well, there's one for this, and I get stuck there.
Oh, and I said to him, if you're going to get one, get one.
Get the real one.
How comfortable are you, Kath?
I'm quite comfortable. I haven't got a gaming chair, but I've got a nice chair. Do you want to see it? As we're doing chair porn, here you go. Have a look at mine.
It's a very nice chair. My kids prefer her chair actually, and the cats prefer that.
It's kind of silvery grey. Velvet. And I use my cushion.
Here's the thing, Neil, because Noble Chairs saw that we had this, and they said, "Oh, we'll send you one for Kath if you want."
No room under here.
And I went, well, I'll be honest, we're so crap at blagging. I said, "There's not really room for a second because they're a little bit broad." We wouldn't
both get in.
No, so but they're very kindly going to give us one.
If I had one as well, every time you turned round, I'd get turned.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd end up sort of hitting each other with a bat.
Exactly.
I see the Buckley interview. That was really good. I've been watching him for a while on Twitch. He's brilliant.
He's great, and it really he makes it look so easy.
He does, doesn't he?
My trick is to look as relaxed as he looks doing it. I'm not there yet, but yeah, he's good.
He's really good at what he does. I can't believe how many. I watched that Dr. Disrespect today. I don't know why, but he had like 75,000 people. What's that all about?
Now, is he the guy that got kicked off Twitch?
Yes.
Is he back on Twitch or is he on something else?
YouTube now. He's on YouTube.
Right. Okay.
But it's really. I don't know. I didn't really follow it.
There was some drama, wasn't there?
Yeah, you hear all these things that I don't believe anything until if someone tells me that they know them.
Yeah.
You hear everything.
But so what? I've not seen him. What is his shtick? Is he shocking?
He wears. Google him quickly. He wears shades. He wears like a. I don't know. He's weird. He's got a moustache like a 70s retro bloke. He's very weird. But to get 75,000 people following him playing.
He looks like Jason King. Okay, right.
Fall Guy. He's but I'll stick with Buckley.
It's funny, isn't it? I've got.
I think he looks like a Mighty Boosh character.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
It's a funny old world. I do think parents need to be aware of all of this because this is what certainly my boys 8 and 10. This is what they watch. They certainly don't watch like BBC One and ITV. They don't really watch Netflix now unless I say, "Oh, I've found something, and you're gonna come and watch it with me." It is. It's all YouTube.
Yeah.
It's all YouTube.
My kids are into YouTube as well, and they know all the sort of backstories and stuff, and who's fallen out with who.
I don't know. There was another guy that happened. He ended up being grooming someone. I don't know, but things pop up every day. You got to take it with a pinch of salt because there's always another side of the story.
Yeah.
That's all right, how I think anyway. But I think that's all I got.
What is that background supposed to be?
Oh, this is my man shed.
Is that where you actually are?
Yeah, this is my man shed.
That's much more impressive than that crappy office block you were just showing us. That looks wicked.
I've had to build this for my wife because she works from home during now. So.
Look at that.
That looks wicked. Look
so
at the owl.
You're at the end of the garden.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've got my
a toilet roll.
Listen, you got to stock up.
You got a bucket in there.
It's where the bog roll's kept. I've got my bait freezer for when I go fishing. I've got it's a bit of a delay, so she's even bought a new she shed sign. Look.
There we go.
She's taking her claim.
It's a shame it's dark because I've got the hedgehogs outside. You'd be able to see the hedgehog hutch and everything. They're actually outside there. They're probably munching now, the hedgehogs. I'm sitting here watching them on the cameras and stuff.
Oh, it looks wicked, mate.
Yeah, it's all right. I had to do it because she works up London, and she works for a bank, so it's just as easier. She's got dual screens here and everything, so heating, internet.
I love
Sorted.
it. We've got
mine.
my shed at the end of the garden, and we've put a sofa bed in there, and I've got Wi-Fi and stuff, and the boys now want a fridge in there because if they come over, they'll often whoa, hang on, everybody cool out.
I built that a couple of years ago now.
Dirty boy. I knew he had a stash somewhere, and it's
there. It is.
You dirty boy.
that runs off my Raspberry Pi.
I bet it does. That's it. These big old hulking units on a thing that's smaller than a matchbox.
Yeah, I put all that together. It was wicked when it works, but it's very temperamental.
Yeah.
Man.
I just need to put some time into it, but there you go.
Neil, thanks for letting us have a look at your wife's shed.
Well, it's my bloody shed.
Oh, well, I saw the
Shut
sign.
up.
It said she shed.
Shut up, is it yours?
All right, cool. Laters, guys.
See you later, mate. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There you go.
You could put a chair in there
What a
for
nice
his wife.
guy. I like this. The Arcade 2020. Yeah, I've got my Arcade 2020 working. I know how to save. I was playing Mario Kart 64 on it.
Is that thing that was glitching the other day?
Yeah. I think I've got it working
It's
now.
sorted.
I've been emailing them back and forth. Yes, of course, I wish I bought a Pocket Retroid 2, but no, I'm sticking with the Arcade 2020. And it's this tiny little thing. I'm playing Mario Kart 64 on it. It's stunning. And I'm still waiting. I ordered a memory card full of games from Etsy, and I'm waiting for that to arrive.
Etsy's a lovely little rabbit hole, isn't it?
Well, there's all kinds of, and I wouldn't recommend this, but there's all kinds of hooky gaming stuff on there.
Oh, is there?
Oh, yeah. The Black Mario t-shirt, I got that. I love Black Mario, and this is one of the joys of Twitch. Several joys. We talked about the mods. Let's get a little bit meta for a bit. We talked about the mods, but what I'm really enjoying, there are pluses and minuses about doing the show here, and one of the minuses is emotional. We mentioned this the other day privately. I just miss radio. I really miss radio. Right? I don't listen to much radio. Alan Bezic, bit of James O'Brien, little bit of Dotton or Jim Davis. Doing that. That's it. Don't really listen. And I miss working in radio. I miss people being able to listen to me on their radio. And that's an old-fashioned concept because we had more listeners online than we had actually on a radio when we were at Talk.
I miss the drive into work and working somewhere. I mean, it was a sort of statement building. You felt important when you went in there. You felt what you're doing was, was of some use, was of someone valued it, right? Well, until we got into the office, then we realised no one did. But what I meant was, driving in somewhere, having to, being in that kind of environment. But I've got to say, driving 45 minutes to hang out with my mate for 3 hours a night, it's just living the dream.
Drive there and back yesterday, pretty much where the original Talk Radio studios were, and it was 2 hours in the pouring rain. Didn't miss that. I miss walking into a studio.
Yeah.
There's even the crappy studios at Three Counties in Luton. There's something about walking into a studio and sitting behind a desk and someone being behind a sheet of glass. There's something about that, and I really, really miss that. A lot of that stuff's emotional, but some of the benefits of doing it here is getting calls like Neil and getting calls like Elliot and getting calls like Nina and getting video calls. I've still not quite worked out what we can do with video calls. There's more to it. I think
once we're properly out of lockdown and stuff, we will we'll be more mobile.
Oh, we'll be doing the show from your house, dear listener. We will be coming to people's houses and doing it. I mean, we possibly could now, but let's wait until we're a little bit further down the line. I need a better laptop if we're going to do that. But I'm liking the fact that we're getting a lot of new people, getting some of the old people, and we're getting a lot of new people. So I've just rubbed that new forehead in my head. The Boots one isn't quite as good. And so I am enjoying that. I was going somewhere with that, and I've completely forgotten what it was. It doesn't matter.
So you miss radio, but one of the great things about Twitch is that we get to have a little window on people's worlds. We were talking about the raids and stuff because you were talking about Black Mario. That
was it. Thank you. Yes. So the sense of the community, we do these things afterwards, and we'll do one tonight. We cheated it last night. We raided a radio station. But they have these things called raids on Twitch where I type in the chat /raid and then the name of someone, and we go and find them, and we kind of all pile into their room, and we found some great people, and one of them is Black Mario, and I bought this t-shirt because I love it. I love him. I think he's brilliant. I bought this, and it's just, what I'm saying is we're not here creaming the dollar. We're not creaming the dollar. We're kind of spreading it around a little bit. Thank you for the subscription, Mush. And going to other streamers and following and maybe subbing and maybe buying a bit of merch if we like it. And it's a community.
Yeah, it really is. I was talking to Hannah Dunleavy, who does the Standard Issue podcast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because, this show gets turned into various different things. So we don't just drift off into the ether afterwards, you can re-watch on Twitch, but then it goes to YouTube. It becomes a podcast of like the highlights for people who don't get to watch it at night and stuff. Anyway, so I was talking to Hannah Dunleavy from Standard Issue Podcast, and she said she dipped in, and she loved was the raids.
Right.
She'd come in and watch the show where we ended up in Seattle with was it Laura by the lake in Seattle?
Was that Laura? I don't think that was Laura. That's but I know exactly who you mean. I can't remember her name. Someone will tell us in the chat.
And
Yes.
she said she just thinks it's brilliant. It's, you know, because she's an inquisitive person. Hannah started out as a reporter as well, and just being able to
It was rain. It was rain.
Rain.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Click a button and take yourself to Seattle.
Yeah.
Or,
Magic.
you know, wherever it might be. She loved it. And I said, it's something else. We're not quite sure what our show is going to turn into, but we never do we? But
So this is a podcast interview that you're going to be on.
Yeah.
What's the podcast?
Standard Issue Podcast. I think it comes out next... I talked about this.
Oh.
Next Sunday.
Okay. Well, let us know when it's up and we'll have a chat.
I think it was something that was started out by Sarah Millican.
Yes, I think it was. Here's one of the joys of doing this as well. You can see my cats, look. There's George on the arm of the chair, and there's Patty asleep.
And there's where I've dumped my bag.
Yeah.
And there's Ian's...
Oh, no, sorry, it's the other way around. That's Patty on
Yeah.
the arm. Look, she looks bigger up there.
And that pink thing down there is Ian's present to my daughter. Shall I show you what it is? It's wicked. Hang on.
Thank you, Barbagus. Appreciate that. You woke the cats up.
Oh, well, they'll go to sleep again, you know, like...
And Wednesdays we wear pink. Now, what
She's
is
gonna
that
love
from?
that. Mean Girls.
I'm sorry it's not wrapped.
I'll wrap it.
Okay.
You'll get all the glory. I'll do all the work.
Okay, donkey, doggy. I'm getting a nice little collection of posters as well behind us. and statues.
There are spirit animals, aren't they?
I think they are. I love it.
Our totems.
Are you still on the veganish kick, Ian? No. I've got a fridge full of vegan food, but this week, I went to the pictures and I had a hot dog. So, no, I'll have a vegan weekend, possibly. I was thinking today I need to decide whether I'm going to commit. I need to decide how I'm going to play it. But I've got a fridge full of vegan food, so I shall.
Eve Florence has gifted 17 Tier 1 subs. Thank you very much, Eve.
Whoa.
That's incredible.
Oh, so gifted in 2 now and it's done 17 in total. Eve, thank you. That's so kind. And we had, of course, our personal trainer yesterday gifting 50 subs. And I was in bed going, I don't think we made enough of that because that's actually incredible.
It's incredible.
So thank you. All the money that comes in, 50-50. 50-50. 50-50. Here we go. Good evening, Iain and Katherine. I was banned from the chat a couple of weeks ago, maybe longer. I love these. I was just being silly.
Oh, here we go.
It was that when there were issues with the sound quality, you asked if we could hear you, and I replied no, and something like still nothing, and was then banned. Because that's the trolling that started with the UKIP guy. Can't hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bit harsh, as I wasn't being offensive or saying anything controversial. I've been supportive of you both. Okay, well now we're in the area of the past that doesn't... Okay. I was the tall idiot who's been to Brighton, Bath, London, Manchester, Shaftesbury and Dublin's rabbit hole. No, you weren't. I was the tall idiot. No, hang on. And on the occasions when I found the radio station was known as Muffled Ray. I know exactly who you are. I have a tough time in recent months, so I've not been up to ringing in, but hopefully at some point in the future we'll pick up the phone again. As I said, here we go. As I said, I didn't think my comments were worthy of a ban, but maybe you have a different view. I'm going to overturn it this one time because I'm a great and noble person. But yeah, I do think it's worthy of a ban. I really do, actually, because that whole we can't hear you thing is so annoying.
When we do have technical issues.
When we're struggling with sound issues.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's a delay and all of that. So yeah, I do think it's worthy of a ban. But it's Friday and Christ died on a Friday. So
yeah.
I am like Christ, I'm going to heal you and you will rise from the dead. But yeah, I think people saying, oh, you're muffled when you're not, we're not. And that, no, we can't hear you. Yeah, I do think it's a ban-worthy thing because we're struggling with the technology. And it's so unhelpful. So he goes, no, we can't hear you. Okay, well, I'll spend another 5 minutes dicking around. Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's.
Do you disagree with this?
No, I
this
find.
unbanning?
I think.
Because I made the decision.
I think we will do it advisedly. You know, let's see.
Because I just realised, sorry, I stepped in, that's me saying it's 50-50, and I've just stepped in and made the decision. Would you prefer not to unban?
I have no strong feelings either way. I do think it was unhelpful, that stuff. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt on this occasion.
Roach Frag says, I'd give him a week out time out at most. Would you, Roach? Sorry, hang on a second. Roach, you'd give them a week out time out, what, at most? So, what? Tell me exactly. Can everyone else just stop? Roach, can you tell me exactly what you do? Because I just want to make sure that I've got this right. Everyone else, if you could just be quiet. It'd be great if Roach Frags could tell us exactly what he would do in that situation. Roach, over to you. There's a delay, so it'll take us, and then he's got to type it. For first offence, I'd consider the context.
Okay, you're assuming it's a first offence.
And then I'd give them a punishment up to a 7-day timeout. Right, okay. I'm really sorry, Roach. What has that got to do with me and Kath? Don't understand what that's got to do with me and Katherine. Because it's not your fucking channel. It's not your show. It's our show. And it's our channel. And we'll do whatever we want. You're on my list. You've been banned before, Roach. You get unbanned once. You don't get unbanned twice. You're on my list. Oh, has he been banned twice? Looking for a third ban.
Oh, dearie me.
Looking for a third ban. You're on my list.
There are certain names that seem to come to our attention an awful lot, and I would say that they are on very thin ice.
Here's a question for the mods. How... So, Great Raymondo is unbanned. Chat's been a lot better this week. How do you ban someone for a week, mods? I don't know. How do you time someone out for a week? Do you need to be in mod? Because I don't know how to do it. And it is actually an interesting concept that Roach brings up. So, I don't know. Do you need to be in mod view to...
Oh, here we go.
Who's it? Hang on, let me say that. Christ, you're still being an idiot. No wonder the numbers are low. Numbers are great. August. So that's Fixian or someone we know. Ban that idiot. Goodbye. Numbers are great. 801 on a Friday. Get out of here, you piece of trash. So if I go into mod view, timeout person in seconds. So what would be 7 days in seconds? So 60. Oh, I need a calculator. Hang on a minute. Let's do this. Calculator. So 60 times 24. No, 60 times 60 is how many seconds in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? 60 times 60 equals. So that's 3,600 seconds an hour times 24. That sounds suspicious.
No, that's
a
not
minute.
right.
So
you need 3 of those for a night.
No, for an hour.
Yeah, so there's 3 hours a night.
No. I want to know how many seconds in an hour. 3,600. Yeah, 60
Yes.
right. So then we times that by 24. That's how many seconds in a day. Then we times that by 7. So there are 604,800 seconds in a day.
There we go. Thanks very much to the math magicians in the chat.
Right. So now what we do is we're just going to... So then how do I do a timeout for that?
Custom.
Where's custom?
So click on timeout. Yeah. Oh no.
No, see.
And then hang on, and it says 10 minutes there. And then click on that bit.
No.
No, that doesn't work.
No. How do I... Mon Patter is why I left Limmy's Bully Club. Well, this isn't... Well, we still talk about mods, okay, because we have to. And patter is a really shit, lazy word. So why don't you go back wherever you want. /timeout. /timeout.
In mod mode, there is a custom setting.
Roach frags. 604, 8. Yeah, you've been timed out for a week, Roach. So it does work. It's a great idea. Thank you. It does work. That's a great idea. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Roach. Makes things a bit easier, doesn't it? Thank you, Matty, for telling us. If it's that long, is there a possibility of parole? Not for someone who's been banned twice before. No, who's been banned. No. So thank you, Roach. Appreciate that. You've helped us a lot.
I can't believe
there.
anyone's come back from a ban twice, frankly.
No. I think, yeah, he won't come back from a third. Matty, please set up a better GUI for Iain with Chatty. You can set up buttons for every time period. We're okay, Dijon. We're okay, thank you. Thank you. Are people watching Bill and Ted illegally? I saw the trailer for Bill and Ted 3.
I want to watch that.
It looks good. It does look good.
Show me.
Hang on. Yeah, if people are watching it illegally...
That's really bad.
No.
That's naughty behaviour.
We do not want that on this channel. That is not what...
Trailer looks good, says Roscoe B, but Keanu looks old. Damn you, I don't care how old he looks.
It does look incredibly old in it. I was really surprised. What's it called? Face the Music. Yeah, he did, but it looks great.
Mm.
This is the problem, you see. Okay, well, so people, it is. So yeah, we don't want anyone. Yeah, don't go out there and.
Don't be downloading it illegally.
Don't
That's bad
be
behaviour.
Downloading it illegally. We do not condone that behaviour. Oh, 203-286-6370 is the telephone. No. Oh, no.
It's time, my friend.
It's time. Hang on, let's get the ads going, right? And then I'm so sorry. This is what you're all here for.
That's what I'm here for.
We are closing the phone lines. Phone lines are closing.
It's time to kick back. If you want to go and...
Oh, God.
Stop this.
I was banned right at the beginning. Please unban. Iain, please could you unban me from your Twitch channel? Username Squeaky G. I was banned in one of your very first test broadcasts when you first started. I typed something that must have come across sarcastic. Can we find out, please, what Squeaky G said? Because it's quite often something really unpleasant. I typed something that must have come across sarcastic, and you said, mods, ban him in a comical way. And mod instantly banned me. Well, yeah. I may say it in a comical way. That's to try and lessen the blow a little bit to you poor suckers that are banned. By the next stream, you had started saying mods time him out for similar things. Well, you don't know it was similar. Can we find out, please, mods, what did Squeaky G, just the letter G, say? I couldn't really get through to any mods. Good. Don't go to the mods. Come to us. Me and Katherine.
How do I get to mod?
Oh, that was it. Iain has stolen the close-up thing from Limmy. That's cute. Well, carry on reading your thing, but your fate has already been decided. Thank you, What's on the tapes. I couldn't get through to any mods, so I thought I'd be able to enjoy your show without seeing the chat. I enjoyed joining the radio for years without a chat room, and after all, but it turns out the chat is a fairly important part of the Twitch experience. And now your show is in full swing and you're really getting into your stride. I'd like to be fully involved. If I get to rejoin the chat, I will be more thoughtful about what I type. Kind regards, Gavin. Goodbye.
Really?
Stays banned. Well, I made the last call. Katherine, please.
I think the benefit of the doubt should be offered.
But you know that people comparing me to Limmy in a negative light and also saying to me that felt like a patter thief.
Yeah.
Right? Limmy didn't invent the close-up. He does it brilliantly. He didn't invent it.
No.
That to me felt like...
a dig.
A patter thief.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you see, you've stolen the close-up thing from Limmy.
But
Cute.
all that kind of chat, all that kind of banter is par for the course on a lot of streams. And I think that we are quite a lot more careful with ours than others, and maybe we let him in on the proviso that another offence is an instant ban, not even a timeout.
I took the lead on the last one. I will follow Catherine's lead on this, and I won't even question it.
But you know, if you're on my radar, then it's best behaviour. Because
I'm banned.
I will show no mercy again.
Kath, did you see there is a
Dodo Airlines
tote bag on the Nintendo shop for free? 400 platinum coins plus postage and packing. Right, okay.
I'm 42. I've got a T-shirt. That's more than enough.
Right, okay. Let us...
I'm not. I'm 43.
Dickhead.
Bloody hell. I forgot a year.
What we will do, we'll do the... So we're going to do changing rooms. We're going to find an episode of changing rooms and we can all have a little look.
Go and get a cup of tea. Things are about to get cosy. Or are they? They might get cutthroat.
And then when we finish, stick around, because when we finish, we're going to find the 3 winners for the competition to win a bit of TLNA merch. Go and follow our 3 of our sponsors on Twitter. Tweet them something nice with the hashtag TLNA, and we'll pick 3 people at random, and you'll get a T-shirt each. And then we'll do a lovely raid. So the show will not be over once it finishes. But Squeaky G, thank you for your subscription. You owe that to Catherine.
I'm giving him... There we go. Don't make me regret this, Squeaky G.
Move that tag map. We're going to keep that tag map because that's happening at some point. You can tell kids have been watching Nico and Fall Guys and that horrible man that has £1 million.
Oh God,
right,
that's
changing rooms.
obscene. My kids watch this one where it's 2 really, obviously quite wealthy kids going out spending. That's horrible.
Let us full episode. Stone Walls, that could be nice. Oh, your choice. Can we find a little B movie? Changing Rooms Disaster. Can we find if we can find a nice little 3-minute clip to play? Here we go.
That's 60-minute makeover. Then.
It doesn't matter. This is the B movie. This is just the hors d'oeuvre.
All right.
This is just the hors d'oeuvre. This isn't the main.
Let's have it.
Here we go. Jesus.
Red.
Well,
now, red is a bold choice, especially if you're not in your own home. I'm suggesting 60-minute makeover. If I'm remembering rightly, the owners are not involved, so they come back.
Yeah,
red.
That is going to give you a migraine. Mark says a brothel. Who remembers when they asked their parents what a brothel was?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, there was. My dad was still living with us, so I was probably 13. I feel I was 14, but 14 feels a bit old, but there you go. And I remember I heard my sister, I was coming down the stairs. I remember I was standing on the stairs. And when I do things that make me feel awkward, I remember my physicality. And my sister said to my parents, oh yeah, well apparently there's a brothel in Langton's Meadow. Langton's Meadow was the street around the corner next to the library. And my mum and dad went, oh, okay. I went, what's a brothel? And then they told me.
They told you, right? Okay.
I think so. I don't remember this. One of the stories in our house was my sister at the age of like 5 or 6. Dad, what are periods? This is like 1976, 77.
Yeah.
My dad's like, and my mum, I even know the tune because I've heard this story so many times, sang down the stairs, sunny periods on the weather forecast!
Okay, Linda Barker. What do we remember about Linda Barker?
Absolutely barking mad.
She would sometimes... she tended to go for pastels and stuff. I don't remember so much for the bright colours.
Okay.
She was into taping, masking tape to do stripes and that. But weren't they all? Proceed.
Okay,
oh, there we go. There we go, prime example.
Oh, how you doing?
I mean, she was one of those, like... She seemed, I mean, I don't know, kind of one of those out of touch, artistic, possibly posh, slightly airy-fairy people.
I don't think she was as much that way as some of them. That
Okay.
Oliver from the other day with the rats on the wall.
Yeah,
he was the absolute pinnacle of that.
Yeah, you're right.
Cara, this is good. You're really cracking on. Yeah. I think these barcodes are going to look fantastic.
Barcodes, just what everyone wants in. What room is this?
Barcodes.
Tell me it's not a
upstairs.
bedroom.
It's got to be a bedroom, isn't it? Bedroom or bathroom? It's a big bathroom. It's got a glass door. It's bedroom.
Is that pink and red?
Barcodes. Barcodes.
Okay, well.
Fantastic, actually.
They are going to look good. I'm slightly worried about them getting finished, though.
Oh, are you?
Look at the painting up the side of that wall. Back up, back up, back up. So they're using masking tape to do the stripes. By the way, it doesn't go all the way to the end there, look, on the left. But no one's... So we're going to do a solid red wall here. No one's taped off that corner. So that's going to be all to cock, isn't it?
What is going on?
Oh, mayhem. Mayhem, mayhem.
Oh my God. Well, I will. I love this colour. It is good.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Oh my God.
I mean, something terrible has happened already.
It's in the process of happening.
Wild. I mean, really good. And do you think one coat?
What are you doing? That's the pink bit, isn't it?
Absolute melt.
Linda.
That was a white one.
Oh, no. Stop it. That was me. It was only me that had to do it.
Yeah, and you're the only one that could do it that won't get bollocked by anybody else.
I know, imagine.
You're the only one that could get away with screwing up that young lady and that young gentleman's hard work, and everyone just chuckles. Oh, Linda, we got some classic TV.
Let's remember she's the teapot merchant as well.
Can this be red? No. This will have to be red. It's fine. Red. I'll have a white stripe where the tape is. White stripe where the tape is.
Okay, Fill it in.
I mean, honestly, guys, that was too much base colour. I don't want to see that much.
Oh, you cow!
Full of crap.
You horrible, bossy girl, you messed up and you've not said sorry. Does she say sorry?
No.
Fine. I'll have a white
But let's remember, this is her design, so she's the one that's going to look a div in the end if it's horrible.
Yeah.
stripe where the tape is. White stripe where the tape is.
Fill it in.
I mean, honestly, guys, that was too much base colour. I don't want to see that much. Really, honestly, truthfully. I know what I'm doing.
Well, come on, Linda.
I think what you're doing is drinking too much while you're designing somebody's house. There we go. Nice little bit.
Wow.
Movie.
Wow.
Right, let's find.
That wasn't a massive mistake. I've seen bigger. I've seen bigger that they've done on purpose.
You.
All right, I want to do a proper.
There's a whole episode. There's an episode there. Should we have a look, see what that is?
Let's have it. Oh, it's Oliver again, is it?
BBC Change Room, season 9, episode 13.
By the way, did you see this week? Apparently, they're bringing it back.
The whole house is same one. Go on. That's the same one.
So yeah, they're going to bring it back, and they apparently want the same. They want Carol Smiley again, and
I love Carol Smiley. I thought she was great.
this one.
Changing Rooms. It's only half.
Well, how long have we got now?
It's only 15 minutes long.
Oh, okay. Let's do. I want a Smiley. I want Carol Smiley.
90s as well.
Yeah. 100th show, 2002, incomplete.
See, there's not that much. Here we go.
Full
it's
episode,
Australia.
Stone Walls.
It's Australia. Where?
This one.
Asana makes it easier to see who's doing what.
Full episode, Stone Walls. It's a Lawrence presenting one.
If anyone, listen, guys, if anybody can find us a place where we can get primo, smiley changing rooms, I'm going to play an ad for a second, then for the love of God, please do let us know.
We need to know.
We need a new dealer. We need a new dealer. Okay.
A long day shouldn't stop you from showing up.
Oh, God.
What's this going on?
3 years ago.
What's this? Is the Vickers? Is that?
Vickers, full episode.
Is that?
Hello and welcome.
Yes! Yes, man!
We are in.
Yes! Right, I'll shut up. If you want to pause it, Boyley, I would control it as well, but if you want to pause it, spacebar. Try and give it a little bash.
Welcome to changing rooms.
Yes. This just feels right, doesn't it? It just feels right.
This will go up as a separate video and podcast as well, by the way. So
I had that haircut.
I think Carol Smiley, I think she's brilliant. I think she's one of the most beautiful women that's ever graced television.
She was a model, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. Yes, and also she was the letter turner on Wheel of Fortune. Do you remember?
No, I don't really remember that. But,
Okay.
But let's go for it. So where are we this week, Carol?
2 vicars and 2 days to work a couple of miracles. But luckily we've given those designers a bit of a hand with a £750 bumper budget to play.
That's a bumper budget, by the way. Different times.
£750.
Let's meet those decorating duos. At St Michael's Vicarage is the Reverend Mike Burley, who's working with his 16-year-old design-mad daughter Irene. And they're swapping with Reverend Sue Sheriff.
Whoa. Her husband's shorts.
They're shorts. Oh no, they're not that
They're
short.
not quite, but there's something not. There's still a little bit too much. Like, by the way, everybody in these episodes are dead now. They won't be. But when is this? 2000. So that kid's nearly 30. Yeah. That girl that we just saw, 1636, approaching 40. Yeah. Wonder how they're. Do you watch stuff like this and think, I wonder how they're dealing with COVID?
Oh, I just wonder if they've redecorated yet. Right.
And her fireman husband Gary at St Hilda's.
St Hilda's.
Yes, we're here in East Yorkshire. You've
Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one.
heard of the neighbours from hell? We've got the neighbours from Hull. Michael wants a warm, welcoming kitchen for his large family and many visitors.
I think the kitchen's important to the vicarage because it's the place of hospitality. It's the first place that anybody ever comes in. They come through the door, they sit here, they have a cup of tea, they pour the heart out over the table. It's
messy.
Just a special place. My favourite style is the Mediterranean, big airy spaces, lots of simplicity, lots of pine tables, those sort of things.
Sorry.
I prefer things that are really bright and outlandish.
Is that his wife or his daughter?
That's his 16-year-old design-mad daughter.
Okay, because she has the air of the 36-year-old that I mentioned. Isn't it funny how some young people seem much older than they are?
Yep. So
I like him.
So they're in Hull.
I like him.
I suggest they're probably in Beverley. But they've got a nice big kitchen and he wants something a little bit more Mediterranean and warm. Let's just remember this because what they ask for and what they get aren't necessarily the same things, are they?
Hang on, is this true? Kelly says in 2012, Smiley decided to leave mainstream TV and created a new business venture, launching a brand of leak-proof underwear for women named Diary Doll. This was later changed to Pretty Clever Pants. In 2018, Smiley relinquished control of her business, licensing the brand to the company High Street TV. Wow.
Big.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
My bad. Go on.
Sort of big paintings and bright features.
I want to change this kitchen because I've always considered it to be a grotty room. Not liked it very much. The worktops are absolutely foul. I've always hated the cupboard doors, plastic and horrible.
I think it just needs brightening up.
That's classic grand kitchen, isn't it? That.
Yeah, that's you know.
Or student house.
Double drainage facilities though.
I mean, you can't moan about that.
But now you'd have a double sink, and I never really get what the double sink is for.
One's for pots, one's for food. I don't know.
Being told that Carol Smiley is a humanist priest now. Priest in inverted commas.
She sounds like whatever she is. She's very busy these days.
It's really dingy and looks dirty and just needs cleaning up, making more homely.
Sue and Gary's kitchen lacks personality.
Whoa! What? Gary is a fireman, right? Looks like he's been robbing the sweet shop.
Well, exactly. Those scales. Wow.
They're unnecessarily
I haven't
large.
seen those for 40 years. The garden furniture at the table. And they're doing that thing with the microwave I hate, where it's like an angle in the corner. No. Anyway.
Personality and is definitely not user-friendly.
It's fairly boring, very badly planned. For instance, the cupboard's behind us. If you want to reach the cupboard, I'm 5'10" and I've got to stand on a unit. So
No. What you want to get is what a little elephant foot, or what we call in our house the runt step. We've got like a little collapsible step.
Well, all your family are tiny.
Yeah, runts.
the rest of the family have no chance.
Even on a bright day, it's dull and lacks character.
I'm not going to say it.
I think our style we like.
Woo! That's bananas. You know you're supposed to keep them separate because they make everything else ripen.
Okay.
That's a nana hook right there.
Okay.
Room changes, it goes through moods and phases. At the moment...
Whoa. Hang on a second.
What?
Look at Cocky Lucky here. Where's this guy? Hang on.
Lacks character.
Hang on.
I think our style we like in room changes, it goes through moods.
Watch his face. By the way, if you want to advance like this, it's full stop and comma goes back. But look at his face. There's something very naughty about these two. Do you know what I mean? She seems quite naughty. Now look at his face.
Oh, what's this face he's doing?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And his eyes are closed. And you see it at full speed, and it's really...
It goes through moods and phases.
Oh, what was that? What was that little tongue click? I don't want to know what's gone on in that kitchen.
They're very naughty, these two. I like them.
But in the eyes of God, they are married. They are entitled to do what they want.
At the moment, I quite like sort of the kitsch look.
That pig's belly does not go with its front.
It's bookends, aren't they?
Yes, but at some point, the torso is supposed to meet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although not tacky, I mean, there's a difference. There's a subtle difference.
Right.
They say sitting on plastic chairs.
Modern appearances. I also like pan furniture in the kitchen. And Syl's not keen on pan, but you can always paint it later on. I just like to gut it completely and start again.
Dearly
Yeah,
beloved.
not for 750 quid, you won't, mate.
Yeah,
I like these four people a lot.
Yes, I don't think we're going to get any friction here,
No.
really. I think they will forgive.
Yeah, I like these.
Yeah.
This is blasphemous, though. I'm surprised that they didn't go. Yeah, can we not do it like a sermon in the pulpit? It just feels. This is where I speak to God. This is where I get,
We are gathered here today to swap one key for another. The reds, you're in St Michael's and you've got Michael as your designer. The blues, you're in St Hilda's and you've got Linda as your designer.
There we go.
I couldn't find a Hilda, I'm sorry. Time to swap keys.
Which one was Michael?
Good luck and off you go. I wish I'd worn something more appropriate.
They got an enormous family, haven't they? There's a few of them, isn't there?
5 kids.
What did you say when we were talking about the theme?
Walton kitchen type thing.
It's the Waltons, wasn't it? Yeah.
Eat and live is the kitchen, you see. Everybody sits around.
Oh, right. So the fella there with the 16-year-old daughter, she's one of 5 more.
I've noticed the people do that a lot. What was that thing you told me off camera just before we came on? You said
Yeah.
something that was
He's
interesting.
been looking at his notes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I kind of remember him, but not massively.
So we've got
What are we prizing off here?
family.
Old fireplace, look.
And they've got a dog as well, haven't they? Did the Waltons have a dog? They must have done.
Drop the Waltons thing, it's not going to work.
Horses and all sorts, didn't
They'll
they?
have had all sorts, haven't they?
But Jasper's an important part of the family.
I know, so what I thought we could do, I didn't really know what was behind here. What I thought we could do is knock some of this out. And we could
Just
try
the way
and
you
make
dismiss. So
Jasper a
Jasper's.
little
Oh, he is.
hole there.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
So, do you want to go and get him, see if he fits?
I'll find him.
Because you love dogs, don't you?
I love dogs.
They're going to go and get the dog to see if he fits in that hole. Is that what you just said?
I think so. Yes.
They're going to brick him in there. Why does it?
Is that lucky to do that? Does that bring luck to a house?
I think the Anglo-Saxons used to do that. The Celts, didn't they? Used to put a cat in the walls, but I think it's frowned upon these days.
By the way, hang on. Star Chaser, you don't have to tell us you're leaving. You can just go.
Off you pop.
You can just go. Goodbye.
You told me boring colour, you really didn't like the feel of it, and I have taken you at your word. And what
God, they're going to get yellow, aren't they?
Jeez, it's going to be awful with her involved.
How much masking tape do you reckon?
I don't know.
There's going to be masking tape at some point.
I want to do is a really funky 50s retro kitchen.
Yep.
Right? Ice blue, taupe colours, silver. What do you mean, ice blue?
Right.
Blue, you gave
Let's see
me a
what it's
little
like.
direct. You gave me blue.
I like blue.
We're going with blue.
Yeah.
Well done, we wanted blue. But I really want to open it up. And I don't know about you, that back kitchen. It's kind of not, it's here nor there. So, what about we knock the whole lot out and give her a bigger kitchen?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
She'd absolutely love it, but is it going to fall down?
It's not going to fall down. It's not going to fall down. I think we just do this. Open it up. It would be fantastic.
Are they going to manage this for 750 quid? They're overshooting, aren't they?
They're doing I mean, 750 quid 20 years ago is like £50,000 now, so
True that.
possibly.
True.
And I've got just the man that can do it.
Aha, I think that might be Jasper.
Oh, he's quite big, isn't he?
He's so good.
They are going to measure him up by putting him in the hole. Also, a dog hole's a thing.
And a priest holes are. They should put one of the priests
Are
in
the
there.
dogs being persecuted in the 90s? I don't remember that, but I didn't have a dog back then. My word.
Jasper. What do you think?
Get in the old Jasper.
This is a new house.
I'm not impressed.
We're making a little doggy house.
Oh, he's impressed with something.
And here he
That's way too small for that dog. Also, why?
What is this?
Why are you putting a dog in the hole?
is Demolition Man.
Andrew.
We've got to do that. You've got to do this.
What do you think?
That's yours?
He looks like Boris Johnson, doesn't he?
A smidgen. He looks like he could be one of the many siblings.
Do you think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
I can hardly lift it.
I do.
Mike, I need a positive from you.
Yes.
Yay! Let's do it then.
Right. So we're losing this, yeah?
He shouldn't be holding it like that, should he? Did you see how he was holding it?
God.
I take it that's some sort of saw for cutting through walls.
Hang on a second, wait for the wheel to... Here we go.
He's clutching it to his chest. If that gets turned on, there's going to be a massacre. It's going to be like that bedroom all over again. Well, I wanted it red anyway.
Dave says as well, by the way...
So we're losing this, yeah? Down here.
I take the
Hang
window
on a
out
sec.
and...
Dave says chimney hole is a great idea. One thing a dog loves is sitting in a draft. Absolutely spot on.
I mean, dogs do love sitting in front of the fire. What could be better? Put him in the fire.
Have I got this? This was on BBC One, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This was like a huge... Millions of people would watch this.
Oh, yeah.
And people would aspire to be on it. Well, they must have been, because it ran for like 15 series.
And a lot of people undertook changing room style projects in their own homes. I remember my husband, when he was at home, did his bedroom in the Luton Town colours using a lot of masking tape. And I'm going to say it was kind of my idea that it might be a good thing to do.
What, in your house?
No, in his home with his parents.
Okay. All right. Well,
He was,
fine. Get it out your system before we move in together.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. I was just like, oh yeah, why don't you do your room like that? I've seen this really good way of doing it on the, yeah.
So you bought into it.
It was a technique. You know, I didn't have my own property at that time. I didn't realise what a terrible act of vandalism it actually was.
Right, okay. And I cut out everything above the worktop, the surface.
Massive.
Yeah, if that had gone off while he was cradling it, he would have been bye-bye vicar.
Oh, sorry, every time try it now.
Destruction seems to be the order of the day. What is it with these vicars?
I love the texture of these bath mats.
It's like she's never seen... I love the tech. Can we get that again?
I love the texture of these
She's
bath
so
mats.
excited.
Seems to be the order of the day. What is it with these vicars?
I love the texture of these bath mats.
What they should have done is give her some bath mats and lock her in a room with them, and so
For
she
20
could...
years.
There you go. Play nice.
Are you sure?
Well, I did think they looked like some sort of sheep costume to start with. But...
They are really, really naff. Really
Look,
old-fashioned.
Can you
Really
stop it for a second? This is actually obscene. We have to... genuine for a moment. We have to remember she's only 16. Linda, and she likes design. Linda Barker is grooming her. She is being groomed to be an awful, awful designer with no respect for other people's property, and this is obscene what we are watching here.
You've got to love the texture of these bath mats.
And I think they're going to be fantastic.
Where are you putting them, Linda?
I want to dye them blue.
No.
And cut them up and make them
White.
into 4 cushion covers for the dining room chairs.
All right, well... Oh, they're going to be stuck to the dining room chairs. Because if it was cushions, that's all right. You can bin those. No harm done. They're attaching them.
Right? Of course. Just like you do with bath mats.
Where's the American diner in bath mat chairs? That's gonna be encrusted in crud and all sorts, isn't it?
So I would like you to dye them, and I would really like you to sew the cushion covers at the end of the day.
And I'd like you to do all the work. And then I'll swan in afterwards and take all the credit.
Yeah, will you do it? And I can hear a lot of noise in that kitchen, and I'm really concerned with what they're doing. So you to the washing machine, and me to find out what Andy's doing. Okay.
Okay.
Awkward ending there.
Which way is the kitchen? Because she's gone that way.
Awkward ending. That girl didn't know what to do.
It's that way.
And they'd rehearsed that.
My.
This is the famous moment, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got
Oh,
that.
yes.
It's all right, yeah. So far,
I knew there'd be
Not
yellow
much of
involved
that
somewhere.
colour. That'll be
subtle.
Yeah,
I
that'll
like that.
appear
Like that
in
one.
various little bits and pieces. And we've got a nice traditional kind of cream
No
colour,
comment. Yeah,
which
no
is
All right. Fine colours.
And there's a slightly kind of more sage.
Custard, cream and greige.
Sagey green colour.
Dirty dishwater.
Where's that going?
On the walls.
On the ceiling.
Not the ceiling.
Ooh.
And then we've got that.
That looks a wee bit dark. I like the idea of those two together.
He wanted Mediterranean, warm and bright, didn't he?
There's something about these two.
Yeah.
Something. If anyone can research these two, there's a story somewhere about these. There must be.
It's a wee bit dark. I think.
We shall see.
Helping Linda. Actually, I haven't seen the clip before. Perhaps best not.
Right, stop mucking around, mate. Go, it's nearly here.
Two more. 1, 2, 3.
Yay, that's that sorted.
Okay, the moment of truth. What do you think? What do you know?
No,
that's nice.
That's all right. That one there, but that was like every other Vic.
That is a Linda Barker colour palette.
They're all right.
It's sort of pastel-y thing.
They're all right.
But there's going to be some stripes. I'm going to say it. There's going to be some stripes.
Every vicarage is painted in that colour. So
Oh, well, we're not using a lot of that. I tell you, there's big pattern making in this room. Big, funky 50s patterns. And that is going to be the pattern. But this, you are quite right, this is gorgeous. And it's going to be the predominant colour in here.
Right.
So rest assured, trust me on this.
Don't trust
so
her.
This you like.
yeah, we'll go for it.
On the walls.
Yep.
Excellent.
Then
Enthusiasm. This is what I like in the afternoon. I love this. I know you don't like this colour, so...
Oh! Straight over the wallpaper.
You'd have to do a few coats of that, wouldn't you? And also,
You would if you cared.
But also, look,
They're going to be out before it dries.
That paper, I would imagine, has been there for a while, so it's going to be a bit tatty.
Dirty.
Isn't
In the
it?
kitchen as
Yeah.
well, it'll be greasy.
Yeah.
You've got to get in with the sugar soap first. Everyone knows this. You've got to prep your surface area. You can't just be doing that. You can't be doing that.
Flesh and bandages, says Pyjama Speed. The colour of Ian's feet. Wowzers.
But there is going to be blue on it.
Yeah.
And the blue looks fantastic. Oh, it does look fantastic. So have you thoughts about
I like that blue.
yet?
I like that blue, but I'd like it without the wallpaper showing through.
You've been thinking about it while we've been wrecking this property. Have you been thinking about your own?
Panic.
Have you?
Blind, absolute
You have
panic.
been thinking
Yeah.
about it.
I'm just wondering what wall they're knocking down in my house. While they're
Have
doing
you got any walls to knock down? This was an obvious thing for me. As soon as I saw this kitchen...
They're not knocking down any walls, but they are making a hole for your dog.
It's a dog hole!
The fireplace will have gone by now.
No.
Do you know what my real panic is?
What?
They're going to build me a dog kennel in the kitchen.
That's a little bit too close to home, isn't it, Al?
Someone's had a little word, haven't they?
Is it the big man upstairs?
It's the sort of thing he gets involved in, yes.
The important shit.
Because I said to everybody that the dog was really important to the kitchen. I've just got this absolute panic. They're going to build me a
Rubbish username. How have dog holes not caught on? Let's just see how this turns out. You may get your answer in about 20 minutes.
Oh, dog hole.
Great name for a band, by the way.
Spooky. Back in the doghouse, the boys are trying to fit a Belfast sink.
Oh, is this
Oh,
time
okay,
for
that looks like a quality
And this
item.
is their third attempt.
Okay.
They got it, you know.
Alright, to get my head bitten off if I ask how it's going.
Certainly not.
Yes!
Yes.
Now, you sure that looks quite right there?
You are coming this way. There's the door. Head for that direction.
They're getting a decent job. They're getting a bigger kitchen.
Yeah, and a dog hole.
That
Does
looks...
seem, I would rather have that kitchen, I think, at this point. if I had to...
That sink doesn't look very well balanced, though. They're heavy, those things.
It's quite gappy on either side. I'd be interested to see how they're going to work that out.
I am putting on a really thick layer of this solid emulsion paint.
She's not wiped those surfaces down, has she, beforehand? She's whacking it on.
Now this is a kit, and I tell you, you are going to die with delight when you see this going on. There's a gun here, Irene. If you can get hold of the gun, I've already loaded it with silver paint particles.
No. The
old SPP, silver paint particles.
But did not... Where are you firing that thing, and why haven't you protected the tiles? Continue, shall we?
Woo!
Not in your face, not in your face. She's as bad with machinery as her dad is.
A compressor gun comes with the kit. It's just like on a Hoover, that's all it is, and it's going to blow all the paint flakes everywhere.
Oh,
Why are we
this is
doing it on a
nice.
camera? Look, let's do it on a camera and pretend that it's real.
Is the cameraman behind the camera?
Yes.
He's still picking it out of his
Barker's
eyes.
face, look, she's loving it.
3 coats of varnish on that, and you've got yourself a real disco diner.
Oh, thanks.
That's a result.
Oh, isn't this lovely? Well-deserved rest.
I think that's really happening. That's an actual rest. That's not been set up for the purposes of added drama or filler.
Absolutely shattered.
No, it's been a really good day. We've worked really hard today.
Yeah,
but
too bad.
there's even more to do tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, so take it easy tonight, all right?
Right.
Bed early, nice rest.
Shut your face. Tell me when to go to bed.
Bye. They're going to be watching Prime Suspect till midnight. What was it? Back then you'd been Prime Suspect.
I think they're going to get their car. They're going to drive to the woods.
Stop. That's actual libel.
Oh, he's got booze!
He said more tea, Vicar. Oh, they are naughty, aren't they?
They got booze, I told you! Put down the fizzy pop and have a little bit of the old bit of this. Terrible.
Morning.
Hello.
Oh, this looks great. Little barn door. Have you got any fresh eggs?
Was that there before? They haven't done that, have they?
That must have been there before.
You'd think.
Must have been.
No, I thought you were bringing them. No.
Oh, the worktop looks fantastic.
Got the sink in, the taps.
Beautiful.
Oh.
I thought you were going to take this.
Oh. I think that barn door is new because they've barn doored all the units as well. Have you seen?
No.
Rewind. Oh, there.
Oh, Jesus.
It's old McDonald's, isn't it?
This
And
has-
in the wall he had a dog.
E-I-E-I-O.
I thought you were going to take this rough edge off.
Well,
Couldn't be bothered.
That's unsanitary. That's unsanitary in the kitchen.
You got really annoyed with me because I got a plate that's got a chip in it.
Yeah.
And you went, I don't want that one. It'll have dirt in it. I said, it's just been washed.
be
Yeah,
riddled.
it's unsanitary.
Yeah.
You can't.
Porous.
Keep saying it's unsanitary, porous. Can't. No, I won't have that.
I'm right though, aren't I, chat? I'm right.
I've been discussing that.
They're leaving it on. It makes
It looks better with it, but it's actually not as rough
But
as
we've
it was.
sanded it down.
She's pregnant.
Yeah.
She is. She was often pregnant in the 90s,
She
as I
was.
recall.
Her and Sarah Beanie.
I think Sarah Beanie's still pregnant.
Oh, we've said her name. She'll be pregnant now. So it works with Sarah.
Door panels on.
All the doors are on.
I've been busy bees since that.
In fact,
The doors were my
They are
doors.
Sue's
They are
project.
my doors.
What about the dishwasher? Is that going to stay like that? Is it?
I like this couple. They're obviously really, really in love.
Oh, yes.
They're really, really in love. They're getting on and...
Or excellent actors.
Okay, could be.
Maybe they're doing it for God.
Yeah.
Not even for the sake of the children.
Yeah.
God joined us, so we're going to make this work.
I've made a vow.
Let's have more booze in the afternoon, I notice.
Yeah.
We could do something with that.
Could you?
Yeah.
We could put it over the dog hole.
They got another dog. Oh, child. A child hole. Hey, guess what we got you for your baby shower present?
Are we not supposed to notice she's pregnant?
Yes.
Why is she hiding it behind the knot of her pullover?
She's cool.
Okay, she is cool. She's cool.
Just being
Like her a lot.
casual. She's just being casual.
Attractive the way it
Well,
is.
hang on. That baby is now about 20. Jeez.
Let's find out how old her kids are now.
Yeah, let's find out which baby is in there. Does anyone know when this episode was aired? Please.
Carol. Smart. Oh, I can find that out. Let's just do a little bit of... Oh, blimey. Children, Christy, 1995, Robbie, 1997, and Jodie, 1999.
It could be any of those.
Let's find out when the Vicar episode, Changing Rooms.
You want a Changing Rooms episode guide?
Yeah.
"17 series.
Well, she was presenting between 1996 and 2003,
Well,
so
that
I think
narrows
we
it
can
down to
eliminate. Yeah, so with the best will in the world, it's not Christy.
It's not eliminate Christy.
It might be Robbie or it might be Jodie.
My money's on Jodie.
Do you really want to find out, or should you proceed?
No.
I mean,
no.
There is an
There we go.
episode
There
guide
it
here.
is. There it is. Click on that then. That'll tell you.
Episodes.
Series 6, it looks like, so it's 1999. Thank you, Matty. It's 1999.
So that will be Jodie.
Jodie's in there. She's 21 now.
She wasn't there.
I'd love a little tour.
Yeah? Go and find some old saucepans then, or a big frying pan.
What are they?
Another problem I had with Tenet is... there's a word... Sorry, I'm really sorry. This is really important because it did my head in watching it, and I can't think what the word was. This is so going to be worth it. I just have to look it up on Wikipedia.
By the way, old telly and memory loss. How's your Friday night going?
Huh? Tenet. Hang on.
I'm
It
sitting
is-
in with me mum and dad.
Hang on. 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 Right. So they use the word temporal gets used a lot.
To do with time.
Except for the person who says it the most, who says temporal.
Oh no. Don't do that.
They look like.
Yeah. And I'll meet you in the garden.
Ooh.
Take your clock with
I
you.
think you should put it that way.
Really nice frosted glass.
What's going on?
We're frosting. Well, we're fake frosting the window.
Whoa. Is she just sandpapering glass there? She's just sandpapering glass?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
She
But
wouldn't
also,
do that.
Also, she could go and stand outside and do it a bit easier instead of leaning over like that. Also, why would you want frosted glass? It's not a bathroom.
Also, why would you do it like that? You could buy like stick-on plastic, can't you? That
Someone's
could be
saying
easily
it's a
taken
sponge.
off.
It does look like a sponge.
But did you not hear the noise?
Yeah.
It was going ch-ch-ch-ch-ch.
Go on,
That's not a
she'll
sponge
explain it.
noise.
She'll explain the technique.
The window so that they don't have to look out.
It's got
Did-
bubbles in it. It's going to be absolute.
Well, no, it won't have bubbles in when I've finished.
Oh, she is putting
It'll be
plastic on.
beautifully smooth, and you won't be able to tell
Uh-oh.
the difference between frosting and fake frosting. What do you think?
Oh, it's shite.
Not too bad. It's growing on me.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Temporal.
I really hated this. Now she's coming round to it. Now you hate it.
I hate it.
God, what do you like? Oh, I swore.
I did. I'm from television.
Oh dear, I do apologise.
Ah, how much for the shiny one, love?
Too much for you, matey.
What are they talking about here?
Is that a euphemism for her vagina?
Well, the way she rebuffed him suggests
I think he was genuinely talking about
pans,
pots.
and she's
She was
saying
talking about her vagina. You
Yeah,
can't
but
have enough-
actually, I think that they're quite well priced, and he probably could afford it. I mean, I don't know what he was being paid back then, but certainly enough to afford a second-hand pan.
A pot or a pan?
Don't know, what do you think? Well, what I thought we'd do
Not very.
is dismantle this clock and use the hands in the working and make a kind of, frying pan saucepan clock.
Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. So you don't want an actual clock; you want a frying pan with clock fingers on it. Oh God, why?
So you want quite a big face on it, don't
Yeah.
you? Really? So
round one?
That's probably more interesting.
It's a colander.
Probably weren't.
Clock making montage.
There's a good bit in there.
Family heirloom.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Calendar clock.
You should be able to, Peter.
Do you like these lozenge shapes?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Lozenge?
Excellent.
What does lozenge mean? I thought lozenge was like
oval.
I thought they were things you sucked if you had a cough.
Yeah, but it's a lozenge shape.
Finished painting, so let's take this tape off.
I knew there'd be tape.
This is really groovy tape because it goes around corners. It's like it's like crepe paper, but it's low tack, so it
It's not
should
great, is it?
really peel off. Oh, look at that! Wow.
She says it's low tack. I'd suggest that's quite high tack.
I think it'll be okay.
I hope so, girls, because
I
it's
think
12
it'll be okay.
Doesn't sound convinced, does she?
All done.
It is Old McDonald's. They've even done it in Old McDonald's colours. If they paint that cross bit white,
Please put some
like an American barn.
put some hay on the floor. I'm begging you.
Mediterranean he wanted, but not so nice pie.
We had stones in a bathroom once.
We had stones. Did you have what, stones in a dish? with
No,
candles on?
around the bottom of the sink.
Okay.
I think when I was going out with Tessa, she did that in a place I was living in with Mackenzie, or maybe Mackenzie did it. But we had stones, like, you know, big
pebbles.
Pebbles around the bottom of the sink.
Okay, no, that was a thing, I think.
Which one's dry?
That one.
Great.
That noise.
Well, but very, very niche message. I get it, Sound Nomad. You've made Dave Stewart's hat. Yes, I know exactly the hat you refer to. Yes. Do you remember that gig Dave Stewart played, where he had a hat that had like rotating arms on? Do you remember that? It was like the Brits or something. Anyway.
He was a one, wasn't he?
No, they're not actually finished yet.
You don't say.
I can't believe you're doing that to my wonderful dog.
Oh, he's distressing them, so they do look like, again, Old McDonald's.
Nice guy.
Hold on. All right.
Nice.
Now they're finished.
I want some placemats, so I need you to cut out some nice shapes from there.
Sue absolutely hates flowers. That's one thing she said she didn't want.
Oh well, unlucky.
Oh well, I've got an idea. You're going to do it. Bye.
Being seen as a whinger.
I think we go with this.
them.
Yeah, I think you do this.
Mats, right.
Mats, placemats.
Placemats,
And what
okay.
are they? How?
Girlie, you never stood up to it.
Cushions.
What are these? Oh, it's the thing I remember. I asked you to do
The thing I
that.
gave you to do and swanned off about the beginning
I
of
went
this
to the
programme.
Bath mats as cushions. Oh wow.
Hang on.
Oh wow.
I dyed them blue.
Cookie Monster.
They are so good. Great.
Things.
Look at them.
They're called thrill cushions.
Thrill cushions, because when you sit on them, you get a thrill.
When you get your visitors coming round.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look at that wiggle. What's going on the wiggle? What is this?
Because she's saying when you sit on them, you get a thrill because they're.
Look at her working it. Look at that. You go, girl.
So she's not only is she
That hip action.
yes, not only is she vandalising their house
She's doing it to get sexual thrills.
and cutting up the corpse of Cookie Monster, she's also wiping her backside on it before she puts it in their kitchen.
Get a thrill.
When you get your visitors coming round.
Yes.
There's an afternoon tea. Okay.
Also, he's a vicar.
Yeah, and she's
on.
16. So it's so much is wrong with this.
Just have a seat.
But not with your tradition, so you're all right.
That should go in there, Gary.
Yeah.
Apparently, a layer of tongue oil, and you can eat your dinner off that.
Okay.
Catherine wouldn't because it's unhygienic.
I'll get the other. We need the other half of that corner. Put it over.
What the hell are they doing here?
Okay, little chop chop.
Making crap out of
Just enough time
MDF.
left for a spot of shelf building.
A shelf. That's a shelf. This is Linda's project, right? And he's building shelves again. Strap in, guys.
An MDF, of course.
We know how this one ends. Okay.
You know what I want you to do now? Finish that off.
Right.
Okay, right. All these holes you've now drilled.
What?
Is where the spoons come in.
No! I thought he was going to put rope through. That's the first image I had, but of course, no, he wouldn't. That would be a nautical theme.
He's gone for spoons.
Spoons on there. It's a kitchen. What do we like in the kitchen?
Spoons.
He wanted Mediterranean. He was thinking like Italian farmhouse kitchen. Not Fisher-Price old McDonald's set.
So, screwdriver. Round the back.
Screws, doors.
Got screws, little spacers. Okay, there's a little bag of those.
Imagine going in there because you've been bereaved and you want to go and have a sit down with the vicar. And you're in flipping Ellie Mae's parlour.
Just a little bit of aluminium tube that I've cut. The spoons have already got holes in.
Yep.
Okay, so if I just get those on there.
Yeah, and then in there.
And then in there, can you tighten those up from the back? Okay, and the bottom one?
That one.
All done. Nice and original now. Rustic.
Rustic.
What were those birdhouses for?
What? I didn't see birdhouses.
There was some... After he says rustic, go on.
Is up from the back. Okay, and the bottom one?
That one.
All done. Nice and original now. Rustic.
Here we go.
Oh! I bet he'll be putting like knives in one, sticking out forks and spoons.
Help me, Rhonda.
Yes.
We could have had...
Oh, we could have had that, yeah.
I was reminded because that sounded like help me, Rhonda.
Oh, the West Girls. Oh, that one.
Oh, the West Girls.
Coast girls are hip. 700 people watching this on a Friday night. That is too small for the dog.
It's too small and it looks horrible.
Also, the dog is not... The vicar won't like it and the dog won't like it. Okay. At least Cookie Monster is removable. What's happening?
Oh!
Don't put anything breakable on those
Go
shelves.
back at those. Look at the shelf, though. It's useless. Go on. It's what a waste.
So all that space, and you can use that amount of it.
Could we take this down? Could I just get like 2 normal shelves put on top of each other?
Are we not painting it before we put it up? Oh, God. And before we put the plates on it?
Michael, what the hell is that?
Honestly, these people. No, you don't, you liar. Bum 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 ba-da-bum.
Let's get some.
Time's up. So how will Sue and Gary feel about their fabulous 50s diner? And what?
Oh, hang on. I thought they were taking this whole wall out.
They've just made a...
Did I just spit on you? Sorry.
No, they just made a hatch.
They've just made a hatch. That is, Is that moving?
No. Or is it?
No, I don't think it is.
I think we've broken the internet.
What? That? Hang on, let's just have a little.
Time's up.
I mean...
They've just knocked through.
Yeah.
So how will Sue and Gary feel about...
I mean, frankly, Sue and Gary were sitting on
fabulous
plastic
50s diner.
Plastic furniture, so there's a limited amount they can say.
It doesn't look very 50s. I mean, it looks...
It doesn't look very sturdy either, does it?
It looks bloody awful.
And look at the frosted windows where she's draped some cardboard
Why would you do
squares.
that over a window? Windows are to see through.
I think it's so no one can see what she's done.
Yeah, that's true.
What will Mike and Irene think of their Kentucky Fried Country Kitchen?
It looks exactly the same, just with shit cupboards.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it? Hang on, let's just get... It looks exactly the same, just with shit cupboards and a loaf of bread.
Yeah, but we're not seeing the pièce de résistance, are we, at this point?
The dog hole.
The dog hole.
Oh, it's just taking forever.
You get the idea.
I love it. Don't
She
you?
always says that.
I think so. I do. It's so
That means no.
much more space and area, and
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
it's great to just knock through.
That's the bit, yeah, that's
oh,
great.
I mean, superb.
But what was the purpose of that? Because you've not knocked through, really, have you? You've
Well,
just
I thought
made
you
a
were
big
going to
window.
make a big kitchen.
No, it just means that if you're sitting in the kitchen eating and you've got, I'm guessing what, there's a washing machine in there, you're going to hear the washing machine. What did they do? What did they do to the floor? Did they paint it?
Open your eyes and see.
My goodness, there's a great big hole.
I told you. I told you.
She's a one.
She
And
knows.
there's no flowers. Oh, we've
Well, a
got
few flowers.
tea. My goodness, a real table.
Well, define real, because I saw her make it.
Wonderful.
A real table and real
Oh,
chairs.
it is brilliant.
It's excellent.
Oh, it looks so much bigger. You sure the house isn't going to fall down?
No, that's all secure, don't worry.
Oh, look at those shelves.
Oh. Oh. They weren't going to paint them, they just did that, well, Cookie Monster's eye there in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel so uncomfortable.
I would take those plates off there before they slam the door.
You've got the creamy coloured floor in here and the blue coloured floor in the other
Is it a
room.
new work surface or is it a covered
It's not a new work
surface?
surface, it's a special system where we sprayed it with
Oh, I like that.
silver. Is there anything that you would change looking at it just now?
Not sure about the cushions. They look a bit like toilet mat. Oh, sorry.
Funny you should say that.
Did you make the cushions?
They were toilet mats a long time ago. We
Oh,
dyed
really?
them. We dyed them and we made them up and everybody loved them. We thought they were really funky.
Oh my
The
goodness.
top half of your cooker's gone, I'm afraid. The grill. But we
Right.
bought you a separate grill.
Oh, yeah.
On the left-hand side there.
Oh,
Oh, good. Those things that nobody uses for good reason.
love that.
Are you giving it a thumbs up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ye olde country kitchen, Michael Jewett style.
New world.
There should be chickens wandering around the floor here.
Ye olde. What is ye olde about that?
Why did I
Apart from ye olde McDonaldy.
Birdhouses. Wouldn't it?
Just what have you done?
I love it. I really
good.
love it. I love most of the things you do, but I do love this. It's fantastic. Do you like it?
I do, yeah.
It's got to be better.
I'm sure you'll think it's better. Open your eyes and see.
He's going to cry. He's a crier.
He's going to swear.
It-
I would love it if he dropped the biggest F-bomb. Oh, Vicar.
Jesus H. Christ!
Yeah. He's
He's
trying to
taking
help.
the piss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the dog hole. Did you just see that dog hole?
They've put stuff in it.
No, it's a blanket. It's the dog's bed.
God.
It's the dog's bed.
It won't. It's too small.
Fireplace would have been a nice idea in a rustic kitchen, wouldn't it?
Oh, look at that. Oh, cool.
Oh, look, it's the civil services into wood. Oh.
Oh.
He cannot find anything good to say.
He doesn't have the language.
Because he doesn't swear, because he's a man of God.
Oh, that sink, like, Liz will just love that.
Sink and new taps.
He's going to cry.
Crying! We know why he's crying. It's not tears of joy.
My wife's going to kill me.
Oh, dear.
Looks a little bit House of the Prairie. Oh, they like the Waltons.
She said she liked modern and bright, didn't she?
Yeah.
They said Waltons are a bit extreme, however.
What's that?
It's a dog hole.
What did you say to me?
You can stack your babies in the cupboard next to it.
About a dog kennel.
It's a dog kennel. You don't have a dog kennel in my kitchen.
Well, it's not quite. It was the old fireplace.
And what's that cupboard over there?
That's got the fridge freezer inside it, with shelves above it.
Oh,
Wow.
right. Fantastic.
Do you like the clock?
No.
What happened to my actual clock?
What time is it? There are no numbers.
What? Oh, they made a clock out of the calendar.
It's the old clock. We took it.
What
Why
am I
would they
supposed
do
to
that?
do
What kind of maniac has
How am I
been at
supposed to
work?
drain the Brussels now?
Why would you do that?
Apart and
Oh, you're actually insane, he's thinking. What he's thinking now is, just nod and smile and get them out of here as quickly as possible before they kill.
Oh.
Do you like the handles?
No!
Do you like the handles?
He doesn't.
They're, to be honest, they're probably the first thing that's going to get changed, definitely.
Really?
Ah, yes, mate. Yeah, well played, brother. Well played.
Oh, I love those handles.
candles. They're really,
Well, you can take them with you.
really sweet.
No, I don't like those.
I don't like the bird boxes.
No?
No, what's the point of having them?
I'm gonna have to get used to it, honestly.
He
No,
hates
you
it.
don't have to get used to it. It's all. It went up in 5 minutes. It'll
Look.
come down in 2.
What's behind him?
I don't think it's a grandfather clock. I think it might be a grandmother.
Could be a grandmother clock 'cause it's very narrow, but it's a clock.
Clock, yeah. So
Right.
they didn't need that collar.
Didn't need
they?
that other crap thing.
Also, he obviously likes sturdy, traditional quality items.
Yeah.
Not stuff glued together and put on with no more nails.
Yeah, Sofa says no. He said the word first thing that's going to get taken off. So there's a list. Okay.
It's so different. It's so incredibly different. You just
Better.
don't know. It's definitely better, yeah.
Oh,
definitely,
God.
definitely better.
I liked it or not. We'll hear the...
I hate you.
Hang on a minute. They've got a box of what looks like just like Jacob's cream crackers.
Yes.
There.
But remember earlier on, we thought they were just drinking pop.
Yep.
Inside that,
crack.
No, it's lovely.
You stole our wall. Our wall was
What do you think of the wall?
Oh, we loved it actually.
Did you like it?
We're going to flog hamburgers out of it.
she hates it.
It was good American diner.
I've drilled every one of those.
That's it from us. We've had a truly divine time here with the neighbours from Hull. Join us again soon on
Maybe
Changing
it's from
Rooms.
Hull. I like that. I didn't like the divine reference.
My God, really? I mean, and yet people continue to allow these charlatans into their homes.
Please.
Again, stop with this, please. It's inappropriate. I bet he did the spoon trick as well.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. I'm tempted to do another.
No, we're not doing another one. I don't think we can take any more.
I enjoyed that
That.
a lot. Thank you, everybody.
That glitter spraying.
Thank you, Catherine. This is what it's like watching the telly with Catherine, for real.
Yeah, noisy.
We had a little competition going. Asking you to follow our sponsors on Twitter and send them a lovely tweet with the hashtag TLNA. So I'm going to look for the hashtag TLNA. Andy Tim says, I called in once to your show, but I was bladdered. I talked about the film yesterday and how I didn't think it made sense. You quite rightly cut me off. And even though I made a knob of myself, I really treasured that 20 seconds. No irony. Thank you.
You're welcome, Andy.
So let's go to the hashtag
Anytime.
TLNA. Right. So here we go. First one I see for Poseidon, okay? First one I see for Poseidon Safety Management at Poseidon Safe that has tweeted then something nice and has the hashtag TLNA in is going to get you'll get a tweet, you get a DM if your DMs are open. I'll give you a little DM and we'll put you in touch with Scott and you're going to win a little prize. So the first one that mentions Poseidon. First one I see. There we go. Fake Sheila. Well done.
Congrats.
Zeus is a dude. Love him. I will feel much safer when I next visit Devon and Cornwall. Thanks to Poseidon Safe. I very occasionally attend Plymouth Argyle games. Hashtag TLNA. Well done, Sheila. You win a t-shirt from www.tlna.co.uk. Have a word with at Balcony Shirts. Well done, Sheila.
Congrats.
And he will sort you out, and he will do. He's a bit busy at the moment. Get in touch as soon as you can. But if he forgets, whatever, little nudges, it's all good.
Let's do this.
Right. So I'm going to type in now hashtag TLNA.
Yep.
So that was Poseidon. Thank you,
Can
Nick.
I pick one?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to. So now we got Sommers. So I'm going to type in TLNA Sommers. How do you want to do it?
First one I see again.
First, okay. So.
But do you want to scroll?
I'm going to scroll.
Stop.
Okay, that's the Sommers boys. So we're going to go. Do you want to go up or down to the first one?
Up.
Brumains. Don't waste. Oh, this is clever. You do it, Catherine.
Don't waste any more time for this solution. Sommers can and will professionally handle your needs.
Well done, Brumain. You won. Have a word with at Balcony This is a nice way of doing it.
Yes.
Shirts, and pick a T-shirt as your prize from www.tlna.co.uk. There we go. That's beautiful.
Smashing.
Hey, Papa Morph, that's you. Well done. That's me. His capitals are all over the place. He's so excited. Well done. Well done.
Good.
So well done, Sheila. Well done, Papa Morph. Now we've got Harsh. Okay, so you can pick another one. Don't look.
All right.
I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll.
Stop.
It was Stephen
Jones.
Read it out for us, please.
After spending all the other day singing about Harsh Sing to Travis, thanks to Iain and Flipping Kath, I will definitely be in touch if I ever have any tax issues.
Unlucky Sarah, unlucky Aaron, unlucky. Well done, Stephen. You did brilliantly. Well done. You won. Speak to @Balcony Shirts to claim your free T-shirt from www.tlna.co.uk.
Beautiful.
Well done, well done. And who is that? Stephen, are you in the chat? Stephen, are you in the chat? Are you in the chat? You may not be in the chat, but well done, Stephen. Oh, look, there's a lovely picture of Stephen being weighed down by a baby. Looks like
Yes.
he's been wrestled to the ground.
He doesn't
by
seem to mind.
the baby. And I don't know what that means. And a big thank you to Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, because all of those prizes that we've just given out paid for by these guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We say goodbye to Harsh. We've had a week with Harsh. Thank you so much, Harsh. I hope send us an email. Let us know what you thought. Any feedback that you've got on how we did it, what we could do better, what we could do worse, what we more or less, all of that. This is a completely new way of doing things for Katherine, and we're so grateful that you lot are trusting us to do adverts that we've kind of wanted to do this on the radio for ages, and of course no one in the radio is going to let you do it, but this is still quite new for us. So give us feedback, if you know, and let us know. We don't. It's not criticism. It's not mean at all. It's
No. We're just
constructive.
trying to make sure that we do everyone proud that we take on as sponsors.
So we say goodbye to Harsh. Those are his details. We got a new sponsor.
Yeah, starting Monday.
next week. Next week it is starting Monday, isn't it? I want to make sure I get it absolute. Gosh, look at this. We're sailing through time. Sailing through time. 34sp.com. 34sp.com. They're website hosters. www.34. What did I say? sp.com. Use the code TLNA and you get 10% off. So there, that is that, guys.
I think that's us done for another week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, podcasts and all of that, whatever. I don't care. We'll do a cheeky. Oh, we've sold another membership card. We'll do that next time. Thank you, Papa Morph. Richard, thank you. Thank you, Richard. Richard is sending us changing rooms. He's trying to find episodes of changing rooms. So
You're brilliant,
thank you
Richard. Thanks. Appreciate
very much
it.
for that. I don't know if you want to come over early on Monday, Katherine. And watch.
For sure, yeah.
He sent us one episode of Changing Rooms.
Wow.
So, thank you. This community is great. This is a great community. It's the best community.
Speaking of which, should we do a raid?
No, screw them. We're the best channel there is. Let's do a raid. Let's do a little raid.
Let's find your next favourite streamer. Or at least someone whose day you can make by...
What section do you want to look into?
Going in there. I want to go just chatting.
Oh, so you want to see the screen, don't you guys?
Yes.
We can't do low to high. Nipples. He's showing nipples. I always thought they were against the thing. Right, let's go down. Let's go down.
Is he showing them or has he got them rubbed off?
Oh, yeah, he's had them removed surgically. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's dedication.
Thank you for all of the subs. Yeah, we're here Monday. Oh, if you're a tier 3 sub, maybe I've left it too late for the meeting on Monday. I should have bigged it up, shouldn't I?
We did mention it quite a lot.
We did. All right. You're going to get a whisper from me over the weekend. And that whisper will be a link to a Zoom production meeting on Monday. I'll do a tweet about it as well, actually. A Zoom production meeting at 2 o'clock that's going to last 30 minutes. It's going to be recorded. It's me and Katherine. We might be in character a little bit. So if we kind of bollock you out or, you know, it's a little bit of theatre. We're going to record it. We'll put it up on YouTube and we'll probably put it out. If it's any good, we'll put it out as a podcast. But this is basically a gift to the tier 3 subs. You get to have a production meeting and we guarantee we will take on board at least one of the suggestions that made. Even if they're all rubbish, we will commit to doing at least one.
Yeah.
Of those suggestions, okay? So if you're a tier 3 sub, check your messages, check your whispers on here, and I'll do a little tweet and we'll see how it goes. This is the first one we're doing. If it goes well, we'll make it a monthly thing. Katherine, I'm just scrolling down. You tell me to stop when you see something you like the look of. We're sort of in the 8s now, which is nice, and then we're getting the 7s. A little bit slower, so if you see anything, you let us know.
I'll know it when I see it.
Oh, hang on.
What's this one?
Which one?
Super Rainbow Pony.
Where's Super...
Oh, wow.
So, literally would have never known that I had all these difficulties. Yeah, it worked out in the end. Pink eyebrows do not go so great with pink eyeshadow, come to find out. So that was a fun adventure.
How's that hat floating above her head?
6:30.
I don't want to spoil the magic for you.
Is it her actual birthday?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
Are you guys ready to start? Thank you for joining
we've got to, haven't we?
She's going to read
Thanks for coming
Goosebumps.
back, even though I haven't done this for several weeks. And
Well chosen.
I just feel like the last time
Be nice, guys. If you don't like it, just bail out quietly. You don't need to tell anybody. If you do like, then follow. Super Rainbow Pony. I like the look of this. Thank you. Check your whispers if you're a tier 3. I might do some game streaming over the weekend. I've got a strong feeling I probably will. And we'll be back on Monday. Check the YouTube channel because I'll be uploading some videos then. Here we go.
See you then.
Bye.